A crude Teoti bloodline tattoo on my back, I realized, served as a stark reminder of times gone by. My parents had left behind an inheritance of tens of millions, yet I ended up starving in a dirty ditch, awaiting reunification with them. Just as my consciousness began to fade, a notification echoed in my mind. National Destiny Game. Descent. I initially thought it was a hallucination in my dying moments, but, unexpectedly, the next second I was teleported to a desert. Still dazed, I quickly ate a mouthful of sand to calm myself down. To my surprise, I awakened the Devour Refine system. As long as I devour all things, I can gain all sorts of abilities. At this moment, staring blankly at the vast, boundless desert before me, I couldn't help but recall the information that had just appeared in my mind. Unbelievably, out of 5 billion people worldwide, they chose 200 players for this game. And I, a total weakling, was picked. Now even moving is difficult, so how am I supposed to win? Could it be that Huaxia will truly suffer a crushing defeat because of me? Or should I just eat a handful of sand and off myself so Huaxia can replace me with someone else to complete the game? No sooner said than done. With that thought, I laboriously scooped up a handful of sand and put it in my mouth. Devouring sand. Physique plus 0.1. Evolution point plus 1. Devour evolution system bound successfully. Gain evolution points by devouring all things. Evolution points can be used to refine bloodline tattoos. Currently, I possess the Teoti spiritual bloodline tattoo. More bloodline tattoos can be unlocked in the shop. This left me stunned once again. Could this system really devour anything? The Teoti bloodline tattoo? No wonder I'd been so ravenous before. My desperate heart couldn't help but blaze with newfound excitement. After that, I continuously scooped up sand and swallowed it in large gulps. In my ears, the notification physique plus 0.1 continuously chimed. At this moment, the audience in Huaxia's livestream room instantly widened their eyes. Why does this skinny guy seem more foolish the more I look at him? This is the first time I've ever seen someone eat sand. Has he gone completely mad from hunger? He's not gonna get a stomach ache, is he? If he gets sick in the desert, he's totally screwed. Meanwhile, people from other countries started clamoring with ridicule. Haha. Did the Huaxia player come here to perform a comedy act? Seriously. I'm dying of laughter here. You could starve to death in this desert in less than a day, yet he's still eating sand? Huaxia is definitely going to win last place this time. Seeing these comments, the Huaxia audience didn't even have the courage to retort. After all, the chosen players from other countries were, at worst, athletes, while Huaxia's player was such a skinny weakling. Just then, a notification suddenly rang out. First trial notification. Scorched Dead Zone mission. Must survive for 7 days in the scorching deadland. After 7 days, contestants will be ranked based on their national destiny. Nations will receive corresponding rewards and fatal punishments. Each time a contestant dies, the lifespan of all citizens in their nation will be reduced by 1 year. This announcement also jolted me awake. Then I checked the devouring reward. Unexpectedly, the reward became increasingly meager, ultimately only increasing my physique by 0.001. Fortunately, I also received a passive skill, Heat Resistance LV1. This way, I can survive better in this scorching desert. After that, I decided to leave this place and seek opportunities. However, just as I was about to stand up, the announcement rang out once more. Announcement. Contestant from Xiaoyu Nation has died. The entire Xiaoyu Nation's lifespan is reduced by 1 year, and its national destiny by 10. Announcement. Contestant from Dongying Nation has died. The entire Dongying Nation's lifespan is reduced by 1 year, and its national destiny by 10. This sudden death immediately shocked everyone. The deaths came way too fast. Everyone immediately entered the live stream rooms of these two individuals to check for information. They only saw several fist-sized golden ants crawling all over their bodies, gnawing on their corpses. Seeing this scene, the audience sucked in a cold breath. This is way too terrifying. Ants this big, it's my first time seeing them. Anyone who runs into these is doomed to die. I hope our nation's contestant doesn't encounter these devouring beasts. Meanwhile, in the Huaxia Nation's livestream room, someone immediately shouted, "Look everyone, what's behind Lin Mo? Are those devouring beasts? Holy crap, they really are devouring beasts. Why is our Huaxia Nation so unlucky? We just started and already encountered devouring beasts. Lin Mo, run, quickly!" However, at this moment I was walking forward, completely unaware of the devouring beasts' presence. The people outside could only watch the live stream. There was no way for them to warn their nation's contestant. They could only helplessly watch as the devouring beasts were about to devour me in one gulp. It's over. It's utterly over. I didn't have much lifespan to begin with. I can't afford such a waste. This Lin Mo is seriously too dumb. Doesn't even know to turn his head and look around. But the scene that unfolded next made these viewers' eyes instantly go wide. They watched as, after being bitten, I actually just turned around. With a single stump, I crushed a burrowing beast to death. Immediately after, I directly put the burrowing beast into my mouth. Devoured burrowing beast. Strength +1, physique +2, speed +3, evolution points +1, score +1. Obtained passive skill poison resistance, LV1. Just as the people of Huaxia were still stunned, a notification suddenly appeared. Notification. Huaxia's contestant was the first to slay a monster, awarding all citizens of Huaxia 1 year to their lifespan. National luck +10. Upon hearing this notification, all the people of Huaxia instantly erupted in excitement. Holy crap, this guy is actually the first to kill a monster. From now on, I'm Lin Mo's loyal fan, nobody's allowed to badmouth him. So this really increased our lifespan by 1 year? Unbelievable, that guy can actually be so powerful. Just now, it seemed like some international friends were mocking our contestant. I can't stand it. I need to go to their livestream room and scold them back. People from other countries naturally also saw this notification. Huaxia got that. Our country's contestant absolutely cannot lose to Huaxia. Is this really Huaxia's contestant? This is too messed up. He's directly treating burrowing beasts like snacks and eating them. Is he looking for death? A single bite from a burrowing beast will incapacitate humans. Why does Lin Mo not have any reaction at all? He's not cheating, is he? Inside the national luck game, even after eating one burrowing beast, I was still not satisfied. At this moment, several burrowing beasts had crawled onto my leg, furiously biting and tearing, but I was completely unaffected. I quickly grabbed a burrowing beast with my hand, then directly ate it raw. Devoured burrowing beast. Strength +1, physique +2, speed +3, evolution points +1, score +1. Obtained 1 S-grade treasure. Devoured burrowing beast. Strength +1, physique +2, speed +3, evolution points +1, score +1. Obtained 1 S-grade memory shard. Soon, I finished eating 2 more burrowing beasts, still feeling a bit unsatisfied. This devouring not only gave me 2 new items, but what made me even happier was that I could finally unlock the Teoti bloodline. I then allocated all my evolution points to the Teoti bloodline. Host, it is very painful to awaken the Teoti bloodline for the first time. Bear with it for a bit. Hearing this, I couldn't help but sneer in my heart. How much pain could there be? Come on, bring it. It hurts so much. The next second, I was rolling on the ground in agony. The audience in the livestream room saw this, and all their expressions changed drastically. What's happening? Lin Mo. He couldn't have been poisoned, right? Does this even need to be said? Eating so many burrowing beasts in one go, if he isn't poisoned, that would truly be strange. Our Huaxia contestant, he couldn't just eat himself to death like this, could he? Meanwhile, in a foreign livestream room, the renowned wilderness survival expert, Master Dene, saw the situation on Huaxia's side and immediately said, "This Huaxia contestant is indeed quite bold, but he doesn't seem to know much about wilderness survival. You absolutely cannot eat this stuff recklessly. I'm afraid in less than a minute, the Huaxia contestant will be poisoned to death." Sure enough, as soon as a minute passed, my body lay motionless on the spot. Seeing this, the foreign audience all became agitated. Holy crap, Master D is a beast. He predicts like a god. The Huaxia contestant actually has no common sense. Even an ordinary person would know not to eat things recklessly. Just as the foreigners were jeering and provoking, they were immediately left dumbfounded by the scene before their eyes. They saw me slowly sit up, and at the same moment, the Teoti bloodline successfully awakened, granting me the power of the Teoti. S rank, capable of devouring all things. My exclusive skill, Void Rend Claw. Looking at the changes in my body, I couldn't help but think of the National Destiny game. Anything here can be eaten. After that, I didn't waste any more time and walked towards the S-rank treasure chest. Holy crap, is this a corpse rising from the dead? The temptation of the treasure chest. Even if it means death, he has to open it? What do you guys think will be in the S-rank treasure chest? Maybe food? Or water resources? Just as the Huaxia audience was enthusiastically discussing the treasure chest, they saw me actually take a bite out of that S-rank treasure chest. Following the sound of impact, a tooth mark was left on the S-rank treasure chest. After seeing this scene, some foreign audience members all started laughing loudly. Just now, this Lin Mo killed the burrowing beast, and I thought he was so powerful. Now it seems Lin Mo's brain is messed up. Could this guy have turned into a zombie? But looking at the system prompt that appeared before my eyes, I finally gave up the idea of immediately devouring the treasure chest. Prompt. Host. The treasure chest is protected by mysterious rules before it's opened and cannot be destroyed. Please proceed with devouring after opening the treasure chest. Why didn't you tell me earlier? This treasure chest almost broke my teeth. After that, I reached out and opened the S-rank treasure chest. Obtained S-rank weapon. Desert Eagle. 1 gun with 100 rounds. Announcement. The Huaxia contestant is the first to open a treasure chest. All Huaxia citizens gain 1 year of lifespan. National fortune, +1. Oh, when the announcement appeared in all live stream rooms, the foreigners all erupted in curses. How can this be? Wasn't the Huaxia contestant just gnawing on a treasure chest? And yet, he was rewarded with a full year of lifespan. I'm Huaxia, but my nationality is Eagle Federation, so why didn't my lifespan increase? Meanwhile, the Huaxia people celebrated nationwide, with many even joking that they could open a supermarket. Once Lin Mo comes out, I'll definitely make him eat his fill. Meanwhile, I was toying with the Desert Eagle in my hand. I used to crave a weapon like this handgun. If I'd gotten a handgun before, I would have been overjoyed. But it's not the same anymore. Without a moment's hesitation, I bit down on the Desert Eagle and swallowed it. Devoured S-grade Desert Eagle. Strength +3, physique +3, evolution points +2. Obtained passive skill Iron Skin, bone piercing LV1. Awesome! I actually got a skill. Then, I looked towards that S-grade treasure chest. 1 minute later, I had eaten an S-grade treasure chest clean. Devoured S-grade treasure chest. Strength +2. Physique +10. Evolution points +10. Obtained personal space LV1. Iron Skin, bone piercing LV1 upgraded to LV2. Seeing the personal space, my eyes lit up. This is some good stuff. From now on, it'll be super convenient to carry anything. Then, I took out the memory fragments the Scorched Earth Beast dropped to examine them. Very quickly, through the Scorched Earth Beast's memories, I learned that there was a pool of water nearby. In the desert, water resources are paramount. Otherwise, no matter how powerful one is, they'll die of thirst. Then, I immediately headed towards that pool of water. Anyway, the taste of sand and Scorched Earth Beasts isn't that great. I need to change my palate. And where there's water in the desert, there are bound to be large numbers of wild beasts. This way, I'll have a reliable source for both food and water. I just need to eat like crazy, and I can make Huaxia rank first. A dozen minutes later, I had traveled more than half the distance. Suddenly, a gunshot rang out, attracting my attention. I quickly flipped over a sand dune, and then saw a scene that utterly terrified me. I saw a large yellow bug, about 1 meter in diameter, chasing a person holding a submachine gun. This person was the contestant from the Northern Bear Nation. His face was filled with fear as he retreated, frantically firing the submachine gun in his hand at the yellow bug. However, these bullets, after hitting the golden bug, didn't cause much damage to it. After running out of bullets, the Beijing Nation's contestant, terrified, immediately collapsed to the ground. Very quickly, Jin Qichong walked up to the Beijing Nation's contestant, and with one bite, sent him to meet his maker, announcing the Beijing Nation contestant's death. The Beijing Nation's total lifespan decreased by 1 year, and its national fortune by 10. At this moment, everyone in the livestream room was shocked, their faces filled with disbelief. No way, this is only a level 1 Jin Qichong? Yet its defense is already this powerful? Not even bullets could penetrate its body. The Beijing Nation's contestant's mental fortitude was too weak. He actually got so scared that he just collapsed onto the ground. How embarrassing. Holy crap, why is our Huaxia Nation's Lin Mo still just standing there watching? Run, quick! If Jin Qichong spots him, he's screwed. However, seeing Lin Mo lying prone there without moving, everyone breathed a slight sigh of relief. As long as this Jin Qichong leaves, Lin Mo can continue forward, and it won't be too big of a problem. But at this moment, I was thinking about how I could defeat this Jin Qichong. After thinking it through, I immediately added all my remaining evolution points to my Teoti bloodline. When I saw my strength had reached 40 points, even I couldn't help but take a sharp intake of breath. At this moment, my strength was 5 times greater than when I first entered, and combined with my unique skill, Fissure Claw, one strike could probably smash even an iron block. So what is there to fear? I directly leapt down from the sand dune, then charged towards Jin Qichong. At this moment, Jin Qichong was devouring the Beijing Nation contestant's corpse. Seeing me suddenly emerge, it immediately abandoned the food in its mouth and rushed towards me. When the Huaxia Nation's audience saw this scene, the tension in the air instantly became suffocating. It's over, he's completely done for. Why is this Lin Mo so reckless? Although his mouth is powerful, his body isn't up to it. Even bullets couldn't kill Jin Qichong. Lin Mo, run, quick! Don't fight Jin Qichong. I had no way of seeing the comments from these people. Very quickly, I arrived next to Jin Qichong. At this moment, a formless claw gathered on my right hand, and with immense aura, I slammed it onto Jin Qichong's body. With a loud boom, a gigantic bloodied hole immediately appeared on Jin Qichong's body. Jin Qichong died instantly. After that, I didn't hold back at all, and immediately started eating on the spot. The audience in the livestream room all had their eyes go round, then immediately erupted into a frenzy. I admit, I underestimated Lin Mo. Is this the legendary body-tempering big shot? Even bullets couldn't pierce the golden-horned worm's outer shell, yet Lin Mo crushed it with a single claw. I declare that from now on, this forbidden zone belongs to our Huaxia Nation. Seeing this, the Beijing Nation's people didn't look too happy. You Huaxia Nation's players have gone too far. How can you just stand by and watch someone die? Did you really have to wait until our Beijing nation's player died before Lin Mo rushed out? We strongly condemn Huaxia. Huaxia must compensate our Beijing nation for the loss of lifespan. Meanwhile, Huaxia's audience was displeased to hear Lin Mo being criticized. If your own player is that weak, just shut up. Lin Mo killing the golden horned worm counts as revenge for you guys. Devoured the golden horned worm. Strength +5, speed +5, constitution +10. Bronze skin iron bones LV2, upgraded to indestructible diamond body LV1. It took me a full 5 minutes to devour the entire golden horned worm corpse. Then, I looked at that submachine gun. Without any hesitation, I directly opened my mouth and ate it. Lin Mo is still such a glutton. He looks so adorable no matter what he eats. Meanwhile, on the other side, a Yingqi Federation player was slowly approaching the pond area, rifle in hand. However, before he could even get close to the pond, a giant snake swam out from within and headed straight for him. The Yingqi Federation player was also highly experienced. Seeing the large snake emerge from afar, he didn't hesitate for a second and ran for his life. Upon seeing this scene, the Yingqi Federation audience was instantly enraged. What are you running for? Quick, grab your rifle and fight that big snake. The pond is right there. Are you just going to let those 100 ponds vanish? My water barrels are ready, and this is what you show me? After running for some time, the Yingqi Federation player realized the giant snake wasn't chasing him anymore. He immediately breathed a sigh of relief. After thinking for a moment, he opened the chat channel and said, I found a pond area here, but there's a big snake. What should I do now? Anyone want to team up to kill this giant snake? We can share the water resources? Really? I'm willing to cooperate. I just ate my fill, so I decided to continue heading to the pond for water. After all, you can't just eat and not drink, right? Soon, I could see the pond from afar, and I also spotted 7 other nations' players. But at this moment, only 3 of them were still standing on the shore. The other 4 lay on the ground, their fates unknown. At the same time, the Yingqi Federation player also noticed my appearance. He said doubtfully, how can there be such a skinny human in the desert? Could this guy be a desert native? The Dongying nation's player next to him chimed in. By the looks of it, he seems to be a Huaxia nation's person, but he's too skinny to easily recognize. The Jiaoli nation's player sneered quietly. Such a frail person dares to come here for water? Isn't that just asking for death? The Yingqi Federation player pondered for a moment, then said, this person doesn't look normal. If he wants to get close to the water resources, he'll definitely fight the big snake. While he's distracting the snake, we can seize the opportunity to act and get some more water resources. Otherwise, our country's resources won't be able to last for too long. Meanwhile, Huaxia's livestream room was filled with joy. Lin Mo, kill that big snake for me. I bet he can end the fight in 3 moves. You guys don't think Lin Mo will just eat the big snake right after he kills it, do you? Whatever you do, don't forget to plant the national flag in the middle of the pond. Although everyone was full of confidence in Lin Mo's strength, they were a little worried about his sanity. After all, Lin Mo's actions so far have been truly abnormal. With only food in his eyes, how could they not worry? Just as I arrived at the water's edge, a roughly 10-meter-long snake shot out of the water, directly opening its mouth wide and biting at me. Not only did I not dodge at all, I extended my right hand, letting the big snake bite it. The big snake directly bit my entire arm, looking like it intended to swallow me whole. A dull thud echoed, but my body wasn't crushed by the big snake's bite. Instead, right inside its mouth I activated the rending sky claw, instantly smashing the big snake's head. The big snake's body thrashed on the ground a few times, then completely died. However, after killing the big snake, I didn't immediately eat it. Instead, I turned my gaze towards the contestants from other countries not far away. Gotta get rid of these 3 first. So I walked towards the 3 of them. The contestants from the 3 other countries' eyes went wide when they saw this scene. A B-grade big snake was instantly killed by Lin Mo. This speed is way too fast. That's not human at all. When the Gor Yao and Dongying contestants saw Lin Mo walking towards them, they immediately ran for their lives. The Yingqi Federation contestant also wanted to escape, but he didn't have much stamina left. So he immediately raised his gun and attacked Lin Mo. All the bullets hit my body, but I didn't suffer any damage. Not even my speed was affected. All the bullets bounced off my body. The Yingqi Federation contestant completely despaired and could only stand there blankly. At this moment, I also frowned. Originally, I hadn't intended to kill the Yingqi Federation contestant. I just wanted to chase them away so they wouldn't interfere with my spellcasting. But who would have thought the Yingqi Federation contestant would actually attack me? This is simply intolerable. Since that's the case, don't blame me for being merciless. So I simply walked up and slapped the Yingqi Federation contestant dead. Announcement. The Yingqi Federation contestant was killed by Huaxia's contestant. Yingqi Federation's national luck decreased by 10. Huaxia's national luck increased by 10. When this announcement came out, The people of the Yingqi Federation all cursed loudly. Meanwhile, the people of Huaxia were all extremely excited and thrilled. After the excitement passed, they couldn't help but worry. You guys think Lin Mo even knows how to swim? After all, most people don't know how to swim nowadays. Damn, you really have a crow's mouth. Please, don't let that situation happen. If Lin Mo didn't know how to swim, that would be incredibly awkward. Everyone nervously watched me return, truly worried that situation would occur. After I returned, instead of rushing to eat the big snake, I went straight to the pond, lay down, and drank. Devouring water. Physique plus 0.1. Evolution plus 1. Obtained water affinity skill LV1. After getting the water affinity skill, I finally breathed a sigh of relief. After all, I really couldn't swim. But I wasn't satisfied with just that. I kept drinking. At this moment, my body was like a bottomless pit, frantically absorbing the water. Soon, several tons of water had been guzzled down by me. Congratulations, host! Water affinity skill successfully upgraded. LV1 has advanced to LV2. Right after that, I stopped drinking. It was still better to plant the national flag in the middle of the pond first. If I accidentally drank the pond dry, that would be a bit troublesome. After all, an empty pond serves no purpose. Thinking of this, I directly leaped into the pond and quickly swam to its center. Notification. Huaxia's player has occupied a pond. 100 pond locations will appear within Huaxia's territory. National luck plus 30. Because Huaxia's player was the first to obtain resources, all critically ill individuals in Huaxia have been fully restored to their original state. As this announcement sounded, various changes began to appear within Huaxia's territory. Cancer patients' faces broke into extremely joyful smiles. Long-term bedridden patients also excitedly leaped out of their beds. This directly restored the lives of tens of millions of Huaxia citizens. These people had originally been desperate, but now every single one was crying tears of joy. Seeing that the reward was in hand, I immediately began drinking directly from the middle of the pond. What I didn't know was that, at this moment, not far from the pond, a large amount of steel suddenly erupted from someone's body. Very quickly, a person encased in steel appeared. Ah, I've finally awakened my talent. This time, Huaxia's player can just wait to die. Meanwhile, the audience of the Eagle Flag Federation, seeing their player awaken their talent, each and every one grew agitated. Oh my god, I'm not seeing things, am I? Is this the legendary Steel Man? That mech suit is seriously too cool. Quickly, go kill Huaxia's player. Even while I was drinking, I was still paying attention to the chat channel's content. Currently, 2 national players have awakened their talents. The Eagle Flag Federation's player awakened a transformation into an iron golem, while another player awakened flame control, capable of directly turning their entire body into a fire elemental. Both of their combat powers were formidable. Solo killing a level 1 beast posed no problem at all. I also knew they were about to team up and come for me. This, on the other hand, sparked a flicker of interest in me. I wonder what Iron Man tastes like. If I could get the Federation Eagle Banner Captain's shield, eating it would definitely be super satisfying, and all I had to do was wait for the 2 of them here. The Huaxia audience naturally knew the situation of the other country's contestants. Iron Man wanted to team up with Fireman to come and kill Lin Mo. I wonder if Lin Mo can fight them off. Although I like watching Iron Man, this time, I choose to support Lin Mo. If Lin Mo can defeat that mecha suit, I'll buy a Lin Mo figure to put in my home. Congratulations, host! Your water affinity skill has leveled up from LV2 to LV3. I looked at the more than half of the water that remained. The speed at which I'm devouring this water is still a bit slow, huh? After all, my mouth is only this big. If only my mouth could swallow the entire pond in one gulp, that would be great. Half an hour later, I had nearly drained the pond dry. At this moment, an armored figure flew in from the sky, while on the ground, a man entirely engulfed in flames was rushing forward. The arrivals were none other than Iron Man and Fireman. They planned to team up and kill Lin Mo first. Even before Iron Man fully arrived, several cannon shells shot out from his body, flying directly towards the pond. Seeing this situation, the Huaxia audience all showed expressions of extreme worry and anxiety on their faces. Lin Mo's situation is very dangerous right now. Although ordinary firearms couldn't cause any damage to his body, we just saw the power of Iron Man's cannon shells. Even level 1 beasts could be directly killed. Plus, there's also Fireman. The situation is extremely critical. The Federation Eagle Banner has no wood. Not only are they ganging up 2-on-1, but they even dare to ambush. Very quickly, Iron Man's cannon shells flew right next to me. Just as the cannon shells were about to hit me, I extended my right hand and immediately grabbed them. After a loud explosion, I stood there shirtless. I had originally intended to eat the cannon shells after grabbing them, but unexpectedly, as soon as I touched them, they directly exploded, giving my hand a slight tingling sensation. Although my flesh endured, my clothes didn't make it. After that, I didn't stop anymore and walked directly to the shore. And after Iron Man saw that his cannon shells caused no damage to Lin Mo, his expression suddenly changed. I wonder what kind of talent this Lin Mo awakened, to have such a tough body. However, he wasn't overly worried. After all, he still had his fireman teammate. A tough body might be fine, but he'd definitely be afraid of fire, right? As long as the two of them combined their strength, they could definitely make Lin Mo die here today. So he said to the fire player on the ground, "You go melee attack him. I'll provide range support for you. After we kill the Huaxia player, we'll split the water in the pond 50-50. However, the iron player hadn't even finished speaking when he was immediately shocked by the scene before him. Where's the water in the pond? Why is there an empty pond? The fire player also noticed this situation after approaching. She looked at the iron player with some doubt and said, "You're not trying to trick me, are you?" At this moment, the iron player didn't want to fall out with the fire player. After all, if the fire player left alone, he wouldn't be able to defeat Lin Mo. So he said to the fire player, "You saw the image I sent earlier. The pond here was full of water. Now that there's no water, there's only one reason. The Huaxia player took all of it. He definitely possesses a magic item that can store water. If we kill him, we can get these things. Alright, I'll trust you one more time then." With that, the fire player charged towards Lin Mo. At the same time, the iron player's cannonballs in the sky also flew towards me. But I ignored these cannonballs falling on me and charged towards the fire player. After getting close to Lin Mo, the fire player immediately unleashed a large amount of flames to attack. Seeing this situation, I just chuckled and said, "Thanks for serving me such a feast." Next, I opened my mouth wide and began absorbing these flames. Devouring flames received fire immunity skill LV1. Soon, all these flames were devoured by me. Then I smiled and said, "Still not full. Bring more." The fire player said furiously, "I think you truly have a death wish. Since that's the case, today I shall grant your wish and let you experience the taste of being burned by fire." Then, a giant fireball condensed before the fire player and attacked me. While the iron player didn't stay idle either. He shot a laser beam from his palm, flying towards me. But I wasn't careless either. I immediately used Rending Claw to attack the laser. After a bang shattered the laser beam, I felt a slight tingling sensation in my hand. Looks like the iron player's laser beam isn't half bad. Then, I directly passed through the fireball and closed in on the fire player, quickly arriving beside her. At this moment, the fire player tried to evade, but it was too late. Her body had barely retreated a few steps when I grabbed her with one hand. This fire player is actually a woman. Now this is a bit awkward. With her body engulfed in flames, I couldn't tell if she was male or female. Hearing this, I somewhat awkwardly retracted my hand and said, "Sorry, I can let you go, but you're not allowed to escape, otherwise I won't let you off." The fire player snorted, "Pervert!" But I didn't bother with the fire player anymore, turning my head to look at the iron player in the sky and said, "Aren't you tired staying up there? Come down now." Seeing the fire player subdued so quickly, the iron player's expression drastically changed. Then he said, "If you've got the guts, come up here." I chuckled as I looked at the iron player in the sky. "Then just you wait. I'll quickly strip you of that armor. I don't believe your energy is limitless, allowing you to constantly fly in the sky." Hearing my words, Iron Man's expression changed. The energy of his battle armor wasn't limitless. He needed to recover it himself. He truly couldn't stay in the air forever. Then he snorted coldly. "Just give me a little more time, and I'll be able to summon the Mark II armor. By then, even if your body is made of steel, I'll blast you to pieces." Hearing Iron Man's words, my eyes couldn't help but light up. He could actually summon a Mark II Iron Man armor? Then I won't have to worry about food anymore. Then I said to him, "How considerate. Even better if you could summon the Infinity Stones too. I bet they'd taste delicious." Iron Man immediately flared up in anger. "Just you wait and see." After that, he accelerated his feet and flew away. Upon seeing this scene, the Huaxia audience all erupted in cheers. Lin Bro is mighty. Iron Man was scared away. Capturing a foreign contestant alive is just too awesome. Iron Man is so formidable in the movies. Yet he didn't even have the courage to face Lin Mo head on. I didn't chase after Iron Man when I saw him fly away. After all, I still couldn't fly yet, so catching Iron Man would be a bit difficult. Let him keep that battle armor on for a while longer. Next, I turned my gaze towards the fire girl. However, before I could speak, a notification suddenly appeared. Mission A. Blazing Rainfall will appear in 3 hours. Along with the appearance of flame spirit beasts, killing them can earn points. It will last for 1 hour. After it ends, a point ranking will be conducted, and individuals will receive rewards. After that, I didn't pay much attention to the notification and instead looked at the fire girl, saying, "I might not kill you, but I can't just let you leave here like this. You came here intending to kill me, so you definitely need to pay a price. I need to absorb your flames now. You won't refuse, right?" The fire girl nonchalantly said, "Would my refusal even matter?" After that, I didn't bother with formalities and directly walked up to the fire girl, beginning to frantically absorb her flames. 1 minute passed. and the flames on the fire girl's body grew fewer and fewer. She became a little panicked and flustered, shouting, "Stop! Quickly, stop!" I ignored the fire girl's pleas and continued absorbing her flames, while she started attacking me. I was just asking for a bit of fire, yet she was still unwilling. Seeing this situation, I said in a deep voice, "Don't resist, or I'll kill you right now." Hearing this, the fire girl stopped speaking and simply stared silently at Lin Mo. Very quickly, with my absorption, the flames on the fire girl's body grew scarcer and scarcer, until they finally vanished completely. At this moment, my eyes widened, becoming truly huge. I then asked, a little bewildered, "Where are your clothes, miss?" The fire girl didn't speak, but instead stared at me with an emotionless face. At this moment, the Huaxia livestream chat completely erupted because of my single sentence. Holy crap. Why are there censor bars all over this beautiful foreign contestant? Didn't they say only private parts would have censor bars? At this moment, seeing the unexpected situation before me, my whole body stiffened, and I couldn't react for a moment. When have I ever seen such a stimulating scene? Especially when the fire girl was a top-tier beauty. When my gaze landed on the fire girl's icy face, I gave an embarrassed chuckle, then said, "Why don't you condense your flames again? To make it like this isn't very good. You know?" The fire girl calmly said, "My fire has been completely drained by you. I can't condense it now. I need to wait an hour." Hearing that, I awkwardly chuckled. "Alright then, you rest here. I'm off to work." After that, I ignored the fire girl and walked straight towards the big snake. Gotta eat the big snake first. As for the fire girl, I didn't plan on killing her. Of course, I also didn't plan on just letting her go. I want to take this opportunity to increase my fire immunity skill before her flames fully manifest. I walked over to the big snake and immediately started eating. It took me about half an hour to nearly finish eating the big snake. When I saw it left behind a treasure chest, I was overjoyed. Devoured a level 1 Sa Lin Jun Ma, strength +5, constitution +10, speed +5, agility +3, evolution points +10, obtained skill, slide LV1. Just as I was about to open the treasure chest and eat its contents, the fire girl walked up beside me. "Can you give me some of your water?" "I can give you my water, but you have to exchange something with me for it." The fire girl's expression changed. She was a little angry. "You've already seen my whole body, isn't that enough? Do you still want me to give you my body?" In the past, I might have been overjoyed facing such a beauty, but times have changed. Now in my eyes, there's only devour rewards. Everything else is just fleeting clouds. Besides, this is a live-streamed game. I don't want anything unsuitable for children to happen under everyone's watchful eyes. Thinking of this, I calmly said, "Your body doesn't impress me. If you don't have anything, you can owe me for now. Just give it to me when we meet again. Next time we meet, if you don't have anything to give me, then however much water you owe me, I'll take that much directly from your body." Hearing me say that, the fire girl became extremely enraged. Her figure and beauty, which she took such pride in, were unexpectedly scorned by a skinny guy, but she could only silently endure it. After all, if she didn't drink water, she would die of thirst. "Can you quickly give me the water now?" Then she had a dumbfounded expression. "Why are you opening your mouth? I'll spit water into the pond, drink it yourself. Once your flames are almost fully recovered, come find me. I need your flames to level up." Very quickly, I spit some water into the pond. After that, I walked to the bank and opened the level 1 treasure chest. Opening the level 1 treasure chest, I received a level 1 skateboard. At this moment, all the audience in the Huaxia livestream room had dumbfounded expressions. Opening a level 1 treasure chest, and all they got was a skateboard? What kind of situation is this? Surely I can't be sand skating here, right? Anyway, Lin Mo will devour it soon, so no need to worry. Meanwhile, I was overjoyed looking at the skateboard in my hand. After all, this counts as a means of transport. Then, I immediately began to devour the Yang treasure to level up my portable space. Devouring a level 1 Yang treasure granted +10 physique and +10 evolution points. Portable space upgraded from LV1 to LV2. Just as I was checking my upgraded portable space, a notification caught everyone's attention. Notification: Nanrong country's contestant died from heat stroke. All citizens of Nanrong country had their lifespan reduced by 1 year, and national destiny decreased by 10. Holy crap, he's the first contestant to die from sunstroke. I reckon even if he revived, after some time, he'd definitely still die from sunstroke. This time, Nanrong country is in big trouble. Meanwhile, in the game, though the other players hadn't died from sunstroke, they were all on the verge of dying of thirst. Everyone was frantically searching for a water source. And around the waterhole where Lin Mo was, dozens of national contestants were discussing how to kill Lin Mo and seize the water resources. Huaxia country's contestant is insanely strong. Ordinary weapons can't kill him at all. Did any of you get a high-grade weapon from a Yang treasure? I got a dagger coated in potent poison. Combined with my stealth ability, I can definitely kill the Huaxia country contestant. This person was Dongying country's contestant. His awakened innate talent was ninjutsu, allowing him to turn invisible. Plus, getting a poison dagger from killing a venomous scorpion made him extremely confident. He then approached Lin Mo's location. Meanwhile, I was frantically absorbing flames. The flames on her body had already leveled up my fire immunity skill to LV2. Then, I said to the fire girl with great satisfaction, "You can leave now. Next time, don't forget to prepare my stuff." The fire girl snorted coldly, then turned and left. Anyway, any contestant who awakened an innate talent near this waterhole would definitely come here to kill Lin Mo. Lin Mo might be able to kill 1 or 2 contestants, but could he deal with a dozen or so awakened talent contestants simultaneously? The fire girl didn't believe that either. After the fire girl left, I checked the time. The first survival mission would begin in half an hour. For others, this might be a crisis. But for me, it was just new delicacies about to be refreshed. I couldn't help but look forward to what a Yanling beast would taste like, and what the top prize would be. Thinking about it, I couldn't help but drowsily drift off to sleep. Meanwhile, Huaxia country's audience couldn't help but get nervous, because Dongying country's contestant was coming to sneak attack with a highly poisonous dagger, and Lin Mo was completely unaware, still dozing off there. This was a bit troublesome. Even you guys have seen the outer shell of a Jinkei Chong. Dongying country's contestant's dagger directly poisoned a level 1 fierce beast to death. It could even corrode the outer shell of a Jinkei Chong, so who knew if Lin Mo could withstand it? And at this moment, Dongying country's contestant had already arrived, not far from me. When he saw me sleeping, an extremely joyful smile appeared on his face. This was truly heaven, giving him an opportunity. Then, the East Ocean country contestant slowly approached. Once beside me, he plunged the blue-black dagger in his hand towards my chest. With a crisp clang, his dagger truly pierced my body, and I immediately felt a pang of pain, just like a mosquito sucking blood. Are there mosquitoes in the desert too? Then I just swung my hand, thwack, and a notification appeared. Huaxia contestant killed East Ocean contestant. The lifespan of East Ocean citizens decreased by 1 year, and East Ocean's national fortune decreased by 10. As I looked at the empty desert before me, my expression couldn't help but subtly change. Could it be that just now, it wasn't a mosquito, but the East Ocean contestant? Then, with a thud, a blue-black dagger fell from my body to the ground. Without any hesitation, I immediately grabbed the blue-black dagger and swallowed it. Devoured rank 1 venomous dagger. Physique +2, evolution points +10, poison resistance increased. After dealing with the dagger, I immediately allocated all evolution points to my gluttonous bloodline. Ding! Received innate skill. Heaven Devour LV.1. After using Heaven Devour, one can swallow very large food in a single gulp. Seeing this innate skill, I couldn't help but be overjoyed. Isn't this exactly what I've yearned for the most? This time, I can definitely devour a fierce beast in a single gulp. Just as I was inwardly rejoicing, the notification rang out once more. The Fire Rain Descent survival mission officially begins, lasting for 1 hour. After the mission ends, the final ranking will be determined. With the appearance of the notification, the sky instantly turned red. Then, the fire rain began to descend. At the same time, a group of flame spirit beasts also spawned. Yet, in less than 3 minutes since the fire rain descent began, dozens of contestants from various countries had already died. At this moment, I, however, wore a displeased expression, simply because my location turned out to be a safe zone. Huaxia's audience all breathed a sigh of relief upon seeing this scene. I had just returned from watching other countries' live streams. Each drop of this fire rain was incredibly lethal. Just getting hit by one would burn right through you. Even an Iron Warrior's battle armor couldn't withstand it. Heaven is truly blessing our Huaxia. For Lin Mo to appear in such a safe zone saves him from being burned to death. However, at this moment I, pointing at the sky, impatiently said, "Heaven, are you looking down on me? Come on, drop some fire rain on me already." Upon hearing my words, the Huaxia viewers were utterly dumbfounded. Damn, Lin Mo. Can't you be a little more humble? Cut the theatrics already. Just then, the individual scoreboard, which had remained unchanged, finally displayed new information. The Eagle Federation contestant secured first place with 10 points. Immediately, the Eagle Federation livestream room erupted with cheers and excitement. OMG, Iron Man just sent those blazing spirit beasts straight to hell with a few cannon shots. At this rate, our Eagle Federation is definitely taking first place. Huaxia contestants are pure trash. 1 minute later, Iron Man had already killed a solid 3 blazing spirit beasts, firmly topping the scoreboard. At this point, I finally couldn't hold back. I seriously suspected the heavens were targeting me. Otherwise, why hadn't I seen a single drop of fire rain yet? I secretly swore that one day, I would swallow these heavens whole. After that, I wasted no more time, pulled out the board I'd just acquired, hopped on, and with a push of my feet, my body shot forward. Not long after, I could see from afar where the fire rain was falling, so I immediately sped towards it. In less than a minute, I arrived near the fire rain zone. Without hesitation, I plunged in, looked up, and began to directly catch the drops of fire rain with my mouth. 3 minutes later, I had already drunk dozens of drops of fire rain. Ding! Fire immunity upgraded from LV2 to LV3. Ding! Heat resistance upgraded from LV2 to LV3. Immediately after, I began scurrying around within the fire rain, starting my hunt for blazing spirit beasts. After all, only by killing blazing spirit beasts could I earn individual points and get on the leaderboard. And this time, first place was already reserved for me. By this point, everyone watching Lin Mo directly drink fire rain into his stomach was utterly dumbfounded. Is that a golden mouth? While you guys were still in shock, I was already making my move. When Brother Lin decided to make his move, I knew first place would be his and nobody else's. After a period of searching, I finally found a blazing spirit beast. Seeing a blazing spirit beast running in the fire rain not far away, I didn't hesitate for a second and immediately charged towards it. After spotting me, the blazing spirit beast also lunged towards me without hesitation. At this moment, a description panel for the blazing spirit beast appeared before my eyes. Blazing spirit beast description. A beast formed from fire. It can breathe fire from its mouth, and every part of its body possesses fire attributes. Absolutely. Do not come into contact with its body, or you will be incinerated. But seeing it was only a level 1 blazing spirit beast, I had no worries whatsoever. I planned to use this level 1 blazing spirit beast to practice the heaven devouring skill I had just acquired. I wondered what the effectiveness of my new innate skill would be. Meanwhile, the livestream viewers, after seeing the level 1 blazing spirit beast attribute description, immediately began discussing animatedly. What do you guys think? How many moves will it take for Lin Mo to kill this blazing spirit beast? This blazing spirit beast is entirely made of fire, but it doesn't have a brain. It'll take at least 3 to 5 attacks, right? No matter how many attacks it takes, I bet Lin Mo will definitely kill that blazing spirit beast with just his right hand. If not, I'll livestream eating shit while doing a handstand. At this moment, foreign viewers were also watching Lin Mo's livestream. Iron Man from the Eagle Union said, "We have already killed 5 blazing spirit beasts. You Huaxia players haven't even killed one yet. It takes you, Iron Man, a full minute to kill just 1 blazing spirit beast." The Huaxia player is probably about the same. Even if the Huaxia player kills this blazing spirit beast, it won't matter. There aren't that many blazing spirit beasts around here for him to kill anyway. So, under everyone's watchful eyes, I finally made my move. The next scene instantly shocked everyone in the livestream room. This was, without a doubt, the most outrageous thing they had ever witnessed. The attacking blazing spirit beast was instantly met by me opening my ridiculously huge mouth and swallowing it whole in one gulp. You have to know, a blazing spirit beast is as big as a lion. In other words, Lin Mo just swallowed a lion whole. WTF, am I seeing things? Something so huge was just eaten by Lin Mo in one gulp? What kind of mouth is that? Could this be the legendary power of Teoti? This is absolutely insane. And after seeing Lin Mo's performance, the foreign viewers were so scared their hearts nearly jumped out of their chests. Some smaller countries immediately sent letters of friendship to Huaxia that very night, terrified that the Huaxia player would wipe out all of their own competitors. And at this moment, after I swallowed the blazing spirit beast, a system notification sounded in my mind. Devoured level 1, blazing spirit beast. Strength +5. Constitution +10, Speed +5, Agility +5, Evolution points +20. Obtained Fire Breath skill LV1, points +10. Obtained a level 1 treasure chest. Fire immunity upgraded from LV3 to LV4. Hearing the system's notification, I couldn't help but be overjoyed. The rewards from this blazing spirit beast are truly too generous. After that, I didn't stop and began frantically searching for the next blazing spirit beast. Very quickly, I found the second blazing spirit beast. It was the same old trick. I opened my big mouth and swallowed it whole. Devoured level 1 blazing spirit beast. Strength +5, Constitution +10, Speed +5, Agility +5, Evolution points +20, points +10. Obtained a level 2 treasure chest. Fire Breath upgraded from LV1 to LV2. At this moment, the personal scoreboard also began to change. The Huaxia player, with 20 points, surpassed the Eagle Union player to take first place. After seeing this scene, the Eagle Union livestream viewers' expressions all turned extremely ugly. Damn it, how did the Huaxia player kill 2 blazing spirit beasts so quickly? And he even ate them directly with his mouth. This guy is truly a monster. Iron Man, you've got to step up. You can't let the Huaxia player snatch first place. And at this moment, Iron Man also saw the change on the scoreboard and secretly swore in his heart that he would definitely surpass the Huaxia player. So he increased his speed and began searching for blazing spirit beasts. However, just as he found his 6th blazing spirit beast, the personal scoreboard changed once again. Huaxia country's contestant firmly held the top spot with 50 points, tied for first with the Eagle Federation's contestant, also at 50. Seeing this ranking, Iron Man sighed in relief. Phew, I finally caught up. But the next second, his expression turned incredibly grim, because the Huaxia country contestants' points were soaring like crazy. 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. In just a few short minutes, the Huaxia country contestants' points reached 100, while he had just barely killed his 6th fire spirit beast. This made Iron Man's mental state completely crumble. How is this even possible? How exactly did the Huaxia country contestant do it? Could it be that the fire spirit beasts on his side were 7-star rated? At this moment, I was frantically dashing through the fire rain, and whenever I saw a fire spirit beast, I'd just open my mouth wide and swallow it whole. No combat whatsoever needed. His efficiency was not just 10 times faster than Iron Man's, and the audience in Huaxia country's livestream room had already erupted. Lin Mo is awesome. This is our Huaxia country contestant. That so-called Iron Man is just a scrub in front of Lin Mo. I declare that from today onwards, Lin Mo is my idol. Go Lin Mo. Strive for first place, and let those foreigners see the true strength of our Huaxia country. 10 minutes later, after Lin Mo killed the flame beast before him, the fire rain in the sky vanished into thin air, and the flame beasts also disappeared. Announcement: the fire rain survival mission has ended. Rankings are now being revealed. Country name, title, individual points, individual reward, national reward. First place: Dragon Country, Shura, 120 points. Individual reward: an S-grade golden plate. National reward: 3 super large oil fields randomly appear within Dragon Country's territory. Second place: Beautiful Country, Iron Man, 60 points. Individual reward: a second-generation Iron Man battle armor. National reward: 3 super large lakes randomly appear within Beautiful Country's territory. Third place: Fire Brazier Country, Fire Maiden, 50 points. Individual reward: an Earth-grade flame outfit. National reward: 1 super large lake randomly appears within Fire Brazier Country's territory. 200th place: Chili Country, Little Chili, minus 30 points. Individual reward: 1 chili pepper. National reward: 1% of Chili Country's population randomly dies. Announcement: the next mission will be revealed in 3 hours. Once this ranking board was revealed, all countries across the globe, and everyone within them, became agitated and erupted in a frenzy. If points were 0, there would be no punishment, but naturally, no reward either. Points greater than 0 would grant some rewards, but if points were less than 0, the lower the rank, the more severe the punishment. In Chili Country, some people walking on the street suddenly collapsed and died instantly. Joggers, sleepers, gamers, people exercising, and so on. This plunged the entire Chili Country into instant crisis and despair. Luckily, Chili Country didn't have anyone flying planes at the moment. Meanwhile, Dragon Country's audience, upon seeing their country rewarded with 3 super large oil fields, became extraordinarily agitated and excited. Oil is incredibly vital for any country, especially in this current era of resource scarcity. Oil has long been extremely scarce. Most people traveled by shared bicycles. No other choice. Oil prices are too high. Driving a few times costs more than just riding a bike. What's more, with various resources becoming scarce, and most countries battling over them, oil is even harder to come by. Upon seeing this news, Director Wang of the National Destiny Bureau's expression changed. He quickly told his subordinate, "Immediately assign people to find these 3 randomly appearing super large oil fields. Also, prevent personnel from other countries from coming here to steal oil." Understood. I'll handle it immediately. Instantly, all relevant technical personnel across the nation were mobilized. Due to the oil shortage, most of these technical personnel had originally retired and transitioned into other fields. But now, all these personnel were brought back into action with double their previous salaries. Director Wang gazed at the livestream, pondered for a moment, and declared, "Lin Mo fought for the country. We absolutely cannot treat him shabbily. It seems we must establish a Lin Mo conglomerate. All profits from any resources he brings to Dragon Country will first be channeled into the Lin Mo conglomerate." Director Wang had a certain understanding of human psychology, especially that a talent like Lin Mo absolutely could not be treated poorly. Once everything was settled, he seemed to recall something and spoke to his subordinate. "Go organize a national cooking competition. Pick out the best chef, so when Lin Mo returns, he can eat until he's full." Understood. Do we need to hold a national beauty pageant too? Chapter 18. Devouring the S-grade golden compass. Acquired skill hint 3/5. Director Wang pondered for a moment. "That's not necessary for now," he said. "In the desert, Lin Mo saw his title and instantly mused, "I can't believe the country bestowed such a title upon me." He was still extremely satisfied with this title. He'd even used this title back when he played games. Next, Lin Mo's gaze fell upon the S-grade compass in his hand. He had no idea what it was. As his thoughts stirred, a data panel materialized before his eyes. S-grade golden compass description. This is an incredibly unique compass. Its simple golden exterior alone hints at its extraordinary nature. Through the golden compass you can find unexpected treasures in the desert. When you're lost and unsure where to go, trusting the golden compass's guidance will never lead you astray. After Lin Mo saw the attribute description of this compass, his eyes lit up. With this, he no longer needs to worry about direction in the desert. However, this golden compass's appearance remarkably resembles a golden pancake, so much so that he was practically drooling. Now, a crucial question presented itself before him: to eat or not to eat? In the live stream, Dragon Country's audience, upon seeing the S-grade golden compass, all broke into delighted smiles. With the compass in hand, Lin Mo finally wouldn't have to worry about finding resources anymore. Won't this desert just become Dragon Country's personal backyard now? This is truly heaven's blessing upon our Dragon Country. Guys, tell me, do you think Lin Mo will just eat that golden compass? Holy crap, you're such a jinx. If you don't speak, nobody will call you mute, you know? Under everyone's utterly shocked gazes, Lin Mo began to bite and eat the golden compass, piece by piece. Not to mention, the material of this S-rank golden compass was quite sturdy, making it a bit tough for Lin Mo to eat. It took him about 10 minutes to finish this golden pastry. No, to finish the golden compass. Even though Lin Mo had eaten it all, it wasn't fully digested yet. Such a high-grade item required a certain amount of time to be fully digested and absorbed. System notification: S-rank golden compass being digested. Physique +2 O's. Obtained passive skill. Hint: LV1. As digestion progresses, stats will continue to increase, and the skill will also grow. What kind of skill was Hint? This was the first time he'd ever heard of such a skill. Fortunately, all skills came with clear explanations. He tried to open it to see what kind of skill it was. A skill gained from devouring an S-rank golden compass surely wouldn't be bad, right? Hint: LV1. As the name suggests, Hint can provide you with certain information. Hint content includes, but is not limited to, the following: danger warnings, treasure locations, enemy weaknesses, resource locations, weather forecasts, etc. After seeing the detailed description of Hint, Lin Mo's eyes practically glowed. Oh, this is way too busted. This is much more powerful than the golden compass's function. It seemed his decision was incredibly accurate. From now on, if he encountered any item, he'd just eat it. Just as Lin Mo was immersed in joy, a hint suddenly appeared before his eyes. Hint: at a location 5 kilometers ahead of you, there is a person whose entire body is on fire. Danger level: low. The flame attire on her could be a satisfying meal for you. Huo Nu. Lin Mo recalled the previous ranking list. Huo Nu actually ranked 3rd, and even received an Earth-grade flame attire set. It seemed Huo Nu's strength was anything but simple. If he remembered correctly, Huo Nu still owed him something. Now was the perfect time to go find her and collect. So Lin Mo pulled out his skateboard and started quickly skating. Meanwhile, Huo Nu looked at the flaming clothes on her body, a very joyful smile spreading across her face. This fire rain event was a disaster for other competitors, but for Huo Nu, it was truly paradise. She could absorb these flames to increase her strength, and the flame beasts' damage to her wasn't very effective. Therefore, she was highly efficient when fighting these flame beasts, ultimately achieving an excellent 3rd place ranking. Especially this flame attire set she received. For her current situation, it was truly a godsend. Flame attire, flame top, flame pants, flame bra, flame panties, flame lingerie. Wearing these, she looked just like a battle goddess. Sichuan looked on, stunned. Because of the super large water pool Huo Nu brought, the once impoverished Huolu nation no longer had to worry about water resources. The National Destiny Bureau of the Huolu Nation immediately began to issue a statement. From today onwards, Huo Nu will become the first female monarch of our Huolu Nation. Once Huo Nu returns to this world, the coronation ceremony will truly commence. Immediately after, the director of the Huolu Nation's National Destiny Bureau spoke to his aide very seriously. First, bring Huo Nu's twin sister into the royal palace and find the best doctors to treat her. If her condition is too dangerous and there's truly no way to save her, contact the Long Nation to see if they have any solutions. Under no circumstances must Huo Nu's sister die. If she dies, our Huolu Nation might very well perish along with her. Yes. After Huo Nu finished tidying up her belongings, she started walking in one direction. This direction was away from Lin Mo. She didn't want to encounter such a disrespectful man like Lin Mo, especially since Lin Mo fundamentally didn't understand how to cherish beauties. She even seriously suspected if Lin Mo was incapable in that regard. Seeing such a great beauty, He actually had no thoughts whatsoever. However, these were just her thoughts. She wouldn't need to meet Lin Mo again anyway. She had only been walking for about a minute when her expression suddenly changed. She saw a black dot in front rapidly approaching. A wild beast? Had she encountered another wild beast? She didn't pay too much attention. Now that her strength had greatly increased, she could quickly kill a Tier 1 wild beast. Even if she encountered an Earth Tier wild beast, she wouldn't be worried or afraid. Her Earth Tier attire wasn't just for show. She was ready to fight at any moment. As time passed, she saw more and more clearly. After she recognized the approaching creature, her expression drastically changed. Long Nation's Asura. Wasn't he behind me? How did he suddenly appear in front of me? An incredibly disbelieving expression appeared on Huanu's face, but she wasn't given much time to think. She immediately turned and ran. In less than a minute, her body suddenly stiffened. Where do you think you're going? Huanu looked at Lin Mo before her and coldly said, I'll go wherever I want. Can you control me? Chapter 19. Stripping Huanu's Earth Tier flame attire clean. With her current increased strength, Huanu wasn't particularly afraid of Lin Mo. She even wanted to make a move against him. Lin Mo smiled and said, I don't want to control you, I want my things. You haven't forgotten what I told you before, have you? Huanu said nonchalantly. I haven't forgotten. However, I haven't gotten anything right now. Those flame beasts didn't even drop a single piece of loot. I'll give you something next time we meet. Lin Mo chuckled and said, those flame beasts really won't drop any loot, but you have plenty of good stuff on you, don't you? Now is now. Next time is next time. When Fire Girl heard Lin Mo say that, she immediately understood what he meant. Her expression changed, and she angrily said, You big pervert! You actually want my clothes? Even if you kill me, I won't let you have them. Today, I'm going to take care of you right here, so you'll know that you're not invincible in this desert region. Intense flames immediately erupted from Fire Girl's body, and a fireball about 1 meter in diameter shot towards Lin Mo. When the fireball reached Lin Mo, he opened his mouth and swallowed the 1 meter diameter fireball whole. A hint of surprise appeared on Lin Mo's face as he said, Your flames taste a bit better than before, huh? Got any more? Make me some more. Fire Girl was momentarily speechless. She furiously swung her flame fists and attacked Lin Mo. Thump. Ow, that hurts. Fire Girl's fist hit Lin Mo's body as if striking steel, causing him no damage, but instead, leaving her hand painfully rattled. Lin Mo continued. Originally, I just wanted to ask for one item from you. But now you've actively attacked me, so don't blame my boundless greed. Quickly take off all your clothes and give them to me. You don't want me to get rough, do you? Fire Girl was rubbing her right hand. Her furious attack just now had caused her no small amount of pain. Hearing Lin Mo say that, she immediately felt a surge of grievance. Lin Mo truly had no gentlemanly conduct, actually wanting a girl to strip in front of him. What did he take her for? If you don't take them off, then I'll just have to kill you. These pieces of equipment will just stay with me then. When Fire Girl heard Lin Mo threaten to kill her, she finally couldn't hold back her emotions. Tears welled up in her eyes. Fine, I'll take them off. Just you wait. Everything you've done to me today, I'll definitely repay you twofold. Very quickly, Fire Girl took off her flame top and flame pants. She only hesitated for a moment regarding her flame underwear, before reaching out to remove the last 2 pieces of clothing. Alright, no need to take off anymore. I don't have such heavy tastes. Next time we meet, we can talk things out slowly, and whatever you do, don't even think about attacking me again. Or the consequences might not be what you want to see. Lin Mo picked up these Earth Tier clothes, and immediately began eating them right in front of Fire Girl. A few minutes later, Lin Mo had finished eating all the Earth Tier flame attire. Consumed Earth Tier flame attire. Physique plus 50. Evolution points plus 30. Heat resistance upgraded from LV3 to LV4. Flame immunity upgraded from LV3 to LV4. These 2 fire attribute skills finally leveled up to 4. The difficulty was a bit too high. It took over a dozen flame beasts, plus the Earth Tier flame attire, to successfully upgrade them. The later these skills are, the more energy they need to upgrade. Of course, their power also becomes greater after upgrading. After all that was handled, Lin Mo looked at Fire Girl, who was still standing in front of him. He asked with a hint of doubt, Why are you still here? You're not expecting me to ask you to stay for dinner, are you? Huanu said coldly. I want to know how you found me. Lin Mo chuckled. Just a coincidence. If you're not leaving, I'm off then. See you around. Lin Mo stepped onto his skateboard and headed directly in one direction, knowing that in 3 hours he would find out what his next mission was. And honestly, this Huanu was truly a decent source of flame energy for Lin Mo. What's more, Huanu could envelop her body in flames, so whether she wore clothes or not didn't really make much of a difference. It would still be better for Lin Mo to devour her and boost his strength. Just then, another person appeared in Lin Mo's mind. Iron Man. He actually received a 2nd-generation mecha battlesuit, Looks like another dish was about to be added to Lin Mo's menu. These were all hard-to-get items, though finding these people in the desert would be a bit difficult. Unless these people shared their location information with Lin Mo, he would have no way to pinpoint their positions. Also, the hint function was a passive ability. It wouldn't give him hints just for anything he wanted to know. For now, Lin Mo could only aimlessly search for some wild beasts in the desert. Hint: follow this direction, and you might encounter unexpected gains. Lin Mo, who was moving forward, heard this sound, and a joyful expression immediately appeared on his face. Without hesitation, he directly followed the suggested direction. And right at this moment, at the empty water pond, Iron Man's figure appeared in the sky, while a human head suddenly popped out of the sand dune next to the pond. Where's the Dragon Country player? He didn't get scared and run off, did he? Iron Man, floating in the sky, looked around and said, I met the Dragon Country player once before. I thought he'd return to this water pond. Now it seems he's probably afraid that after we got the items we'd come here to ambush and kill him, so he used the golden compass in his hand to leave this place. Contact the others in the chat channel and ask if anyone has encountered the Dragon Country player. By now, at least 90% of the players have died at least once. No matter what, I have to kill the Dragon Country player a few times to appease the hatred in my heart. That distant player? After hearing Iron Man say that, Sha Huang nodded lightly and said, I can control sand. The Dragon Country player leaving here would definitely leave some traces. I can use these subtle traces to determine the direction the Dragon Country player went. Leave finding the Dragon Country player to me. Iron Man nodded and said, Alright, I'll contact a few more people. By then, as long as we can kill the Dragon Country player, the items obtained from him will be split evenly among you all. After we return to the main world, I can also give you some benefits. Cherry Blossom Country's Ninja, Blaze Country's Hua Nu, Cosmic Country's Crude God, Bullhead Country's Red Bull. Chapter 20. Crush the head of a sand eagle, desert eagle, Earth rank 5/5. These people are all in this area. Once we cooperate, won't killing the Dragon Country's Asura be incredibly easy? Of course, there were also other national players in this area, but some of them had no intention of clashing with Lin Mo. They didn't know Lin Mo to begin with, so there was no way they'd be idle enough to specifically go and ambush him. It was still more important for them to focus on improving their own strength, especially after the first mission ranking. A large number of deaths occurred in some countries. These contestants basically didn't dare to delay even for a moment. If these contestants caused severe casualties in their own countries, this batch of contestants couldn't even imagine what situation they would face upon returning home. At this moment, after advancing for half an hour, Lin Mo looked up at the sky and saw an enormous flying ferocious beast circling in the air. This ferocious beast was at least 5 meters long, entirely golden, and let out a roar that echoed to the heavens. Below it, on the desert, several golden scarabs were frantically fleeing. Seeing the ferocious beast hunting, a thought stirred in Lin Mo's mind, and its attribute panel immediately appeared before his eyes. Desert vulture, Earth-grade sand sculpture. This is an endemic bird species of the desert, possessing incredibly sharp talons and a beak, making it a formidable predator in the desert. When unable to catch prey, they will even eat sand. Once a desert vulture sets its eyes on you, there's nowhere left to hide. After seeing the name of this ferocious beast, Lin Mo's expression slightly changed. There's actually an animal with a name like this? Sand sculpture is homophonous with idiot. Lin Mo hoped eating it wouldn't affect his intelligence. After seeing the description of the desert vulture, the viewers in the livestream room all had a change in expression. Holy crap, it's actually an Earth-grade creature. This desert vulture is seriously massive. Bigger than any bird on the ground. LOL, I'm dying. Damn, his opponent is also a desert vulture. This sand sculpture is truly an eye-opener. I don't know how Lin Mo will deal with this flying creature. Lin Mo can't fly either. If this Earth-grade desert vulture can break through Lin Mo's defenses, then he's in big trouble. Lin Mo's talent seems to be nothing special, besides his toughness. At this moment, everyone was a little worried about Lin Mo. When a ground creature and a flying creature fight, the flying creature clearly has the advantage. Even if the flying creature can't defeat him, it can just fly away. Although they had great faith in Lin Mo's defensive power, a person's defenses always have a limit. Just then, the Earth-grade desert vulture in the sky directly swooped down to the ground, flying towards a golden scarab. The golden scarab was originally not good with speed, so the desert vulture quickly reached its side, its beak directly plunging into the scarab's body. The golden scarab's outer shell was no obstacle at all for the desert vulture. It was like a knife cutting through tofu, instantly piercing the scarab's body. Upon seeing this scene, everyone in the livestream room couldn't help but take a deep breath. While the name Desert Vulture might be a bit funny, its attack is incredibly sharp. I wonder if Lin Mo can tank this. I'm feeling stressed. We'll have to see if Lin Mo dares to take the gamble. Win, I feast on the Desert Vulture. Lose, I'm its dinner. Even if Lin Mo bites the dust once, it won't matter. We'd still come out ahead. Lin Mo frowned slightly after witnessing the scene. His indestructible diamond body was only level 2 right now. He wasn't sure if it could withstand this strike. Regardless, he definitely couldn't just stand by and watch the desert vulture escape. For Lin Mo, encountering this type of flying fierce beast was extremely significant. He was still counting on gaining the ability to fly from the desert vulture. With that thought, he no longer hesitated and moved directly toward the golden beetles. Since the desert vulture wanted to hunt the golden beetles, Lin Mo would just snatch them up first. Soon enough, Lin Mo had already captured 2 golden beetles. Lin Mo chose to make his move. He definitely had his own plans. Lin Mo was pondering something. He still had over 100 evolution points. Should he use them to upgrade his indestructible diamond body defensive skill, or his sky-rending claw offensive skill? After careful deliberation, he decided to upgrade an offensive skill first. With the current situation, even a stronger defense wouldn't kill the desert vulture. He'd only be passively taking hits. He needed to land a sure kill blow on the earth-tier desert vulture, using his evolution points to upgrade his sky-rending claw. Ding! Congratulations, host! You've spent 100 evolution points. Sky-rending claw has been upgraded from LV1 to LV2. It took exactly 100 evolution points to upgrade this innate skill. That's a bit too many points. Different skills require varying amounts of evolution points to upgrade, and innate skills, in particular, consume the most. Of course, the effects are incredibly potent too. The Earth-tier desert vulture naturally also noticed Lin Mo's presence. After killing 2 nearby golden beetles, it swiftly began to fly toward Lin Mo. Its speed was immense, its incredibly sharp beak hurtling straight towards Lin Mo's body. Seeing this, Lin Mo had no intention of fleeing. This Earth-tier desert vulture was just perfect for a warm-up. As the desert vulture's attack neared Lin Mo, he didn't hesitate. Sky-rending claw. A white handprint materialized on Lin Mo's hand, lashing out at the Earth-tier desert vulture's beak. Before, when Lin Mo used the level 1 sky-rending claw, the hand itself was incredibly illusory, barely visible unless one looked closely. In an instant, the two made contact. Crack! An ear-splitting impact echoed, and instantly, Lin Mo's hand snapped shut, grabbing the Earth-tier desert vulture's head. Splat! The desert vulture's head exploded outright. After witnessing this, the audience in the livestream room couldn't help but gasp, their faces contorted in utter shock. Am I seeing things? How did a giant hand appear? Is that the legendary Tathagata divine palm? What skill is that? I want to learn that too. Coach, I want to learn this. So this is an ability Lin Mo already possessed in the real world? Where did Lin Mo pick up such a skill? Could it be that cultivators truly exist? Director Wang of the Long Nation's National Destiny Bureau fell into deep thought after seeing this scene. He was also extremely curious about the kind of abilities Lin Mo possessed, and was unable to ascertain whether this was an ability Lin Mo had acquired in the real world. Moreover, their investigation of this world revealed that ancient city of Jingju Pyramid, Flaming Mountain 1/5. This world is indeed brimming with mysterious elements. Some ancient myths and legends might actually be real. Even within Long Nation's territory, special incidents have been discovered, and even people possessing extraordinary abilities. It's just that these individuals usually dwell deep within remote mountains and dense forests, making it extremely difficult to track them down. This will simply take some time. Just as he was pondering these things, a voice interrupted his thoughts. Report, Director Wang. We've found leads in our investigation into Lin Mo's parents' death. His parents were both employees of a game design company. One day, after working overtime until late while driving back to avoid a car coming in the opposite direction, they plunged directly into the large river nearby. And despite extensive salvage efforts, neither the car nor his parents' bodies were ever found. Director Wang's brows furrowed slightly. He pondered for a moment, then slowly opened his mouth and said, "Immediately deploy more personnel. Even if you have to drain that river dry, we must find that car. I need to see their bodies, dead or alive." Understood. Director Wang seemed to recall something else and said meaningfully, "Besides all this, we must also pay closer attention to some of the people around us. Some people might not be on our side. You are my trusted subordinate. I trust you 100%. Understood." After agreeing, the man slowly retreated. Besides paying attention to the domestic situation, Director Wang also had to engage in communication with the National Destiny Bureaus of other nations. For example, the National Destiny Bureau of Huaxia Nation was currently in some form of communication with him. Currently, these National Destiny players are all randomly selected. Their relationships don't necessarily represent the relationships between nations. Once nations can send messages to their own players, the relationships between these National Destiny players might change. Lin Mo was unaware of the direct competition between these nations. At this moment, Lin Mo had only one thought. Although the name, Desert Condor, wasn't pleasant to the ear, its taste was incredibly satisfying. This desert condor's body was truly massive. It took Lin Mo a full 10 minutes to finish eating. This was also partly because he intentionally slowed down his pace. He had consumed so much high-grade food in such a short time that his digestion and absorption were a bit slow. Devoured Earth-tier desert condor. strength +5, speed +30, agility +30, evolution points +30, acquired flight skill LV1, memory fragment. Holy crap, he actually got a flying skill. That's seriously unbelievable. For Lin Mo, this was an incredibly practical ability. If he ever encountered a tough opponent again, he wouldn't have to just stand there waiting to get beaten up. Lin Mo wasn't in too much of a hurry to use his flying ability, deciding to wait for a suitable opportunity to try it out. Once everything was handled, Lin Mo didn't plan to continue moving. He rested on the spot and began examining the memory fragment he had received. This was the second memory fragment he had obtained. The first memory fragment led him to the water pool. He wondered what clues this second memory fragment would provide. So Lin Mo no longer hesitated and directly began absorbing this memory fragment. As he absorbed it, a vast amount of memories flooded into his mind, making Lin Mo's head feel a little distended. It was clear that the memory fragment from the Earth-grade desert eagle contained far more information than that of the E-grade desert ant. This also placed a higher demand on Lin Mo's mental energy. Since he had nothing else to do at the moment, Lin Mo simply lay there, absorbing memories while waiting for the second mission to be announced. Lin Mo's posture, clutching his head and falling to the ground, startled all the viewers in the livestream room. WTF, what's going on? Wasn't Lin Mo just full of life and vigor a moment ago? How did he suddenly collapse and couldn't get up? It couldn't be heat stroke, could it? Guess you really can't overeat or overdrink. Look, Lin Mo's body at its heaviest is barely under 100 catties, 50 kilograms, yet the food he's eaten already weighs at least several thousand catties, and the water he drank is even more terrifying. Perhaps eating too much at once, his body couldn't quite adapt. Lin Mo, you have to hold on. After seeing Lin Mo's situation, some foreign netizens all revealed incredibly gleeful smiles on their faces. However, they had been fooled many times before. As long as the notification didn't explicitly state Lin Mo's death, they wouldn't believe Lin Mo was dead. At this moment, they were all secretly hoping Lin Mo would die soon. As time passed, an hour went by, and Lin Mo lay motionless in the desert. Ding! Congratulations, host. Flying skill upgraded from LV1 to LV2. Skills can also be upgraded. This is truly exhilarating. Lin Mo had no prior flying experience, but the Earth-grade desert eagle did. After absorbing the memory fragment, he also absorbed all that flying experience. Thus, his flying skill upgraded. And of course, he also gained some other things like gold mines, pyramids, and so on. The experience of this Earth-grade desert eagle was indeed very rich. It had once passed by a pyramid and even caught a golden scarab to eat. Just then, a notification appeared. The second mission notification has been activated. Players can vote to decide where they want to go to complete the mission. Mission locations: Jinzi Ta, Jiyu Changjingju, Huo Yanshan. Voting time: 3 minutes, 1 vote per person. As soon as this announcement appeared, it immediately attracted players from all countries and global audiences. Players from various countries all began to ponder how and where they should cast their votes. After seeing this announcement, Lin Mo's face broke into an extremely joyful smile. He had just coincidentally received information about the location of the Jinzi Ta. For these 3 choices, he already had an answer. He was definitely choosing the Jinzi Ta. He just didn't know what others would choose. If others didn't choose the Jinzi Ta, it wouldn't actually have too much of an impact on Lin Mo. It would just mean changing his dining location, as no matter where he went, it wouldn't affect his meal. At this moment, the audience watching the competition in the live stream rooms all started discussing after seeing the 3 locations. Inside the live stream rooms, some professional commentators began to voice their opinions. Expert Wu looked at the live stream room and chuckled. I've been to Jiyu Changjingju before and have some relevant experience. If Lin Mo chooses Jiyu Changjingju, I can provide him with some relevant advice. Plus, there'll be some sticky rice cakes in Jiangxi there. He'd probably love to eat them. Teacher Lu twirled an Ruyi scepter in his hand a bit, then said, I think going to Huo Yanshan is also not a bad choice. Chapter 22. Heading to Jinzi Ta, May 5th. The Huo Yanshan here probably isn't much different from the Huo Yanshan in the TV drama I starred in back then. In this regard, I also have some experience. These audience members also began to voice their opinions. I also think going to Jiyu Changjingju is quite good. Who knows? You might even meet the Jingju Queen. Jinzi Ta isn't bad either, huh? If you could acquire a Jinzi Ta, that would definitely be magnificent beyond compare. Huo Yanshan is too hot. No one's gonna pick that. Time flew by quickly. The 3 minutes flashed by in an instant, and the voting results from the players also appeared. Jinzi Ta, 100 votes. Jiyu Changjingju, 98 votes. Huo Yanshan, 2 votes. Clearly, Huo Yanshan, just by its name, wasn't a good place to go. Basically, no one would choose it. Second mission announcement. Search for the Jinzi Ta begins. Timing begins when the first person reaches the Jinzi Ta. The total duration is 1 day. After the mission ends, individual points will be ranked, and rewards and penalties will be given. The first person to reach the Jinzi Ta will receive a reward. Players from all countries, after hearing this announcement conclude, all widened their eyes immediately. Is that it? You guys have to tell us where the Jinzi Ta is, right? We don't even know the location of the Jinzi Ta. How are we supposed to explore the Jinzi Ta then? They're not telling us to find the Jinzi Ta in the desert, are they? Lin Mo's face instantly broke into a wide, joyful smile. It truly was a pyramid. Now he could directly head towards it, guided by the Desert Eagle's memories. The first person to reach the pyramid would receive a great reward. Naturally, Lin Mo couldn't let anyone else have such a good thing, so Lin Mo pulled out his skateboard and began rapidly sliding in one direction. By then, the sky had already grown somewhat dim. It looked like night was approaching, but Lin Mo had no intention of stopping to rest. His strength had already improved, so staying awake for several days and nights was no problem at all. This was the National Destiny game. There was no time to rest. Meanwhile, in the real world, inside Pyramid Country's livestream room, a mummy completely covered in white bandages lay prostrate on the ground. Then, the mummy suddenly stood up and declared, "I know the pyramid's location." As expected of Pharaoh, to be able to sense its position, our Pyramid Country will be the first to reach the pyramid. The pyramid belongs to our Pyramid Country. Pharaoh's white bandages outfit is seriously too cool. I gotta go get one of those too. What do you guys think? Will a few more pyramids pop up in our country? The director of Pyramid Country's National Destiny Bureau showed an extremely agitated expression after seeing the statement from their player, Pharaoh. He said to his subordinate, "Immediately bet 10 billion on our country's player. Currently, the odds for our player are still very high. Wait a moment longer, and they'll drop at any time." The Global National Destiny Game website was a platform jointly built by several major nations. People from all countries could log in to browse information, make comments, and, of course, deposit funds. This was absolutely essential. The in-game currency was called National Destiny Coins. One National Destiny coin was equivalent to one Dragon Coin, a currency of Dragon Country. Dragon Country was already an incredibly powerful nation, and with all the benefits it gained from the National Destiny game, most smaller countries essentially followed Dragon Country's lead. At this moment, a betting event appeared on the platform. Who would find the pyramid first this time? A total of 200 national players could be wagered on. In the beginning, no one saw any player who could definitively locate the pyramid, so everyone casually placed small bets. The highest amount wagered on any single player didn't exceed 10 million National Destiny coins. However, once Lighthouse Country's player announced they had pinpointed the pyramid's location, in less than a minute, Lighthouse Country's player had accumulated 50 billion National Destiny coins in bets. As time passed, the amount of bets grew rapidly, and the odds shrank. Soon, players from other countries also revealed clues about finding the pyramid. These awakened players all possessed extremely powerful talents, so it was completely normal for several of them to pinpoint locations. Very quickly, with just 3 minutes left until betting closed, the total amount wagered across all bets had reached 500 billion National Destiny coins. Although Lin Mo hadn't spoken up, judging by his previous performances, most Dragon Country citizens would basically bet on him. He currently had 1 billion National Destiny coins riding on him. Dragon Country's audience was also discussing this topic. What do you guys think? Can Lin Mo be the first to find the pyramid? I mean, I've already bet my entire month's food money on it. No way. You're betting Lin Mo still wants to make money? We're all just purely supporting Lin Mo. Impossible. Lin Mo is too far behind others in the betting stakes. Other countries' contestants all took their time to assess, only moving after determining the pyramid's direction. But Lin Mo immediately set off the moment he heard the announcement. The chances are extremely slim. Currently, Lin Mo's betting pool has 1 billion national fake currency, which isn't bad for being in the top 50. You guys should follow my lead. Bet 1,000 national fake currency on Lin Mo, then bet 500 national fake currency on the Pyramid Country contestant. Good thing my hand speed was fast back then. I got triple the odds of winning compared to other countries, supporting our country's contestant. But it's too late now. The Pyramid Country contestants' odds are only 1.001 now. The winnings aren't even enough to cover transaction fees. The current championship contender is still the Pyramid Country contestant. He was the first to locate the pyramid. At this moment, inside Dragon Country's National Fate Bureau, Bureau Chief Wang was pondering something. In the end, he decided to trust Lin Mo. According to his investigation into Lin Mo, he found that Lin Mo was full of many mysteries. So far, it seemed there was nothing he couldn't do. The Yi Corporation has been established. But because the oil field hasn't been found yet, the money in the Yi Corporation isn't abundant. The 100 pawns received are roughly worth tens of billions. He told his subordinates to bet 100 billion national fake currency on Lin Mo, in the name of the Yi Corporation. If he really wins, consider it Lin Mo's personal assets. If he doesn't, then consider it our support for Lin Mo. No matter the ranking, our Dragon Country must be number one. Yes, Bureau Chief Wang doing this actually comes with considerable confidence. Moreover, even if the bet ultimately fails, he won't lose much money. At most, he'll only lose tens of billions. He might even earn some money from building the National Fate Game website. Chapter 23. Ye Corporation bets 100 billion on Lin Mo to secure first place. On May 5th, Dragon Country's contribution power is also considerable. If this betting activity yields profit, the major countries can then share these profits equally. So there's nothing to worry about. To achieve high profits, one definitely needs to take some risks. Not to mention anything else, just Dragon Country's oil company's market capitalization has already increased more than tenfold. There's also a more important reason. With the advent of the National Fate Game, the value of currency could face a severely devastating impact. Just as the betting activity was about to end, 100 billion National Fate currency was directly placed on Lin Mo. The host began to commentate on this betting match. Let's see how much the final amount on the Pyramid Country contestant is this time. 100 billion. Just 3 minutes ago, I remember it was only 90 billion. Could it be that some big shot threw in another 10 billion? Let's see. Second place is from Pyramid Nation, and first place is Dragon Nation. Holy crap. The Dragon Nation contestant actually got a 100 billion bid in the last 3 minutes. Isn't this just giving away money to everyone? This is seriously too ridiculous. Even the Dragon Nation contestant, who hasn't shown anything, can get a 100 billion bid? That suddenly appearing Yi group might be on the verge of bankruptcy this time. Even some national enterprises have started investigating this suddenly appearing Ye group. What's going on here? Even the Dragon Nation audience members all looked shocked right now. This is way too generous. What's happening? Even I, a Dragon Nation citizen, have never heard of this Yang group. Could this be Lin Mo's enterprise? How much is 100 billion? I have absolutely no concept of that. In the desert, Lin Mo was swiftly gliding forward on his skateboard. Lin Mo was pondering one thing. Should he head to the pyramid first, or the gold mine? Lin Mo couldn't be 100% sure if there truly was a gold mine. From the memories of the Earth-grade desert vulture, the bakar, gold-devouring ants, were a species that fed on gold. Wherever gold-devouring ants appeared, gold was sure to be found. As for how much gold there might be, that was impossible to determine. Even an Earth-grade desert vulture couldn't stomach too many gold-devouring ants. Eating too many would lead to indigestion. Through memory fragments, Lin Mo could pinpoint the gold-devouring ants' location, about half an hour's journey from the pyramid. If Lin Mo went directly to the pyramid now, it would take 2 hours. However, the gold-devouring ants' location wasn't straight ahead. To reach the gold-devouring ants, he'd have to take a slight detour, adding another half hour to his travel time. After some thought, he decided to check out the gold-devouring ants' location first. The sky was already late, and only the moonlight illuminated the ground. Others in the desert probably wouldn't find the pyramid so quickly. With that thought, Lin Mo no longer hesitated. He slightly changed direction and continued onward. 2 hours later, he finally arrived at his destination and came to a halt. The moment he stopped, he immediately drew the attention of the Dragon Nation audience. Why has Lin Mo stopped? Has he encountered danger? I think Lin Mo must be tired and plans to rest a bit before continuing. It's all desert here, and it's nighttime, so there's no way to tell directions. Just now, I saw Lin Mo change direction countless times as he moved forward. He wasn't going straight, and this deviation is still very large compared to his starting direction. The scene that followed left the audience utterly dumbfounded. They then saw Lin Mo surprisingly digging in the sand, and his digging speed was incredibly fast. This caused severe confusion and doubt among the audience. Wilderness survival expert Bear Green saw that everyone felt a bit doubtful about Lin Mo's behavior. He began to speak. From my previous experience, the Dragon Nation contestant is very likely digging a sand pit to spend the night inside. The day-night temperature difference outside is quite significant. Just entering the desert, some people might not be able to adapt to this environment. Another possibility is that if he rests at night, wild beasts might attack him, affecting his sleep. So he might as well sleep in the sand. Then he won't have to worry about being disturbed. Of course, this doesn't rule out other possibilities. After listing several possibilities, Bear Green still added a final sentence to save face. I think Bear Green makes a lot of sense. Truly worthy of being a wilderness survival grandmaster. I've watched every single episode of Bear Green's show. It's truly amazing. It would be awesome if Bear Green participated in the National Destiny game. As time passed, 3 minutes later, Lin Mo's digging speed finally slowed down. Thud. A deafening sound echoed out, instantly grabbing the attention of everyone in the livestream room. At this moment, a doubt popped into everyone's minds. Could there be metal in the sand? Is he digging up some treasure? After Lin Mo continued digging and everyone saw what it was, their expressions all changed drastically. Gold? How can there be gold? Don't tell me he's dug up a gold mine? How did Lin Mo know there was gold down here? Upon seeing the gold, Lin Mo revealed a smile on his face. Sure enough, it's here. He didn't stop at all and continued digging along the edges. First, he had to plant the national flag in the center of the gold mine. This way, 100 gold mines would appear in the country. As he dug, he quickly encountered an arm-sized golden ant. Its entire body shimmered with gold, as if the ant itself was made of gold. Level 1 Gold Devouring Ant Description. The gold devouring ant is a very special type of ant that feeds on gold. It possesses extremely sharp teeth that can easily chew through gold, and its physical defense is incredibly strong. Gold devouring ants don't like animal flesh, but if an animal approaches their gold, they will actively attack it. After reading the gold devouring ant's description, Lin Mo didn't hesitate. He directly slapped the gold devouring ant and then devoured it. Devoured Level 1 Gold Devouring Ant. Strength plus 10, Constitution plus 10, Evolution points plus 10. Immediately after, Lin Mo didn't stop at all and continued forward. After he devoured 20 gold devouring ants, the system notification finally underwent some changes. Devoured Level 1 Gold Devouring Ant. Strength plus 10, Physique plus 10, Evolution points plus 10. Indestructible diamond body upgraded from LV2 to LV3. So Lin Mo picked up a gold devouring ant and placed it on his arm, letting it bite him. Chapter 24. Player from the universal country steals items 4/5. After several attempts, the gold-devouring ant couldn't bite through Lin Mo's arm, not even leaving a single mark. Upon seeing this, the viewers in the livestream room couldn't help but gasp in a cold breath. They had all just seen the description of the gold-devouring ants. Doesn't this mean Lin Mo's body is already harder than gold? Under their shocked gazes, Lin Mo directly swallowed the living gold-devouring ant in one gulp. Then, they saw Lin Mo pull a Dragon Nation flag out of thin air and plant it on the gold mine. Announcement. Dragon Nation player Ashura has occupied a 1,000-ton gold mine. Randomly awarded 100 1,000-ton gold mines within Dragon Nation territory. Dragon Nation's national fortune plus 50. Immediately after, Lin Mo waved his hand and stored this 1,000-ton gold mine into his personal spatial dimension. There's no time for him to leisurely eat things here now. He has to hurry and get to the pyramid first. The first person to reach the pyramid also gets a reward. He directly stood up, stepped onto the ground, and began moving quickly. It would only take another half an hour for him to reach the pyramid. Upon seeing this, the Dragon Nation viewers were completely dumbfounded. From ancient times until now, gold has always been an extremely important resource. The value of any item can change, but gold's will not. Once a war breaks out, gold will become a strong currency. Is this real? Our nation just gained an additional 100,000 tons of gold in one go. How much is that even worth? 1 ton equals 1,000 kilograms, 1 kilogram equals 1,000 grams, and 1 gram is approximately 1,000 currency units. Therefore, the total value of these gold mines is approximately 100 quadrillion. If only a gold mine could appear under my house. Director Wang of the Dragon Nation's National Fortune Bureau, upon hearing that so many gold mines were about to appear within Dragon Nation territory, almost fainted. Once these gold mines are exploited, global gold prices would be affected, and Dragon Nation's economy would take another step forward in its development. However, Dragon Nation's territory is too vast, so finding these underground resources will take some time. But none of this matters. As long as they are within Dragon Nation's territory, the resources will be discovered sooner or later. They can continue sending more manpower and also mobilize civilian power. Heavy rewards will be given to anyone discovering information about oil and gold mines. At this moment, some other nations also became busy. Dragon Nation's enhanced strength was not good news for some other nations. In the desert, Iron Man and his group, after hearing this announcement, were immediately filled with doubt. Iron Man said, somewhat confused, the Dragon Nation player didn't go look for the pyramid's location, but actually ran off to find a gold mine? Now that's truly interesting. The Cosmos Country player chuckled. It's not that Dragon Country's player doesn't want to find the pyramid, it's that he doesn't have its location, so how could he even find it? He also doesn't possess my knack for swiping things from others. We tried to trade for the pyramid's location with the Pyramid Country, but they refused. In the end, I had no choice but to swipe the location data. This way, we can't pinpoint the Dragon Country player's position anymore. The Desert Emperor from the faraway country poked his head out of the sand and asked, so, Asura uses a skateboard as his main mode of transport, constantly gliding through the air? Once he doesn't make contact with the sand, I have no way to track his location. The Bullfighting Nation's player, Hong Niu, had currently transformed into a bull. He kept staring intently at the blazing firewoman nearby, as if he wanted to charge and gore her at any moment. The firewoman snorted coldly. What are you gawking at? Keep staring, and I'll scorch you into beef, believe it? Hong Niu was so spooked, he didn't dare look at the firewoman again. The reason was simple. Not long ago, he'd just gotten a beating from the firewoman. If Slayer hadn't stepped in, he would have genuinely been torched to death by her. Slayer shot a look at the firewoman, then quickly said, all right everyone, cool it. Don't let things get heated and ruin our vibe. Asura is our common enemy, remember? I'm willing to lead all of you to the pyramid this time, but it's not for free. The conditions are quite simple. The first condition is that I absolutely must be the first one to reach the pyramid. The second condition is, once we encounter Dragon Country's Asura, you all must join me in taking him down. I've already laid these terms out for you before. I hope none of you back out, because if you do, the consequences might be more than you can handle. And I'm not just talking about in-game, but in the real world too. Hearing Slayer's words, everyone remained silent. They had already agreed to these demands. Honestly, for them, there wasn't really any loss. Slayer still held the Firewoman in extremely high regard. Among this group, in terms of direct combat ability, the Firewoman's battle prowess was no less than his. Of course, if he fought the Firewoman, victory would undeniably be his. His flying ability alone put him in an invincible position. The Armor Slayer wore was a second-generation battlesuit, just like one from the movie Iron Man 2. Compared to the armor from Iron Man 1, the second-generation battlesuit's responsiveness was upgraded, and the number of missiles and projectiles increased. Its destructive power was immense. Plus, it had many additional support features. For instance, this Iron Man battlesuit also featured a filtering device, allowing him to directly urinate inside it. The filter purified the urine and delivered it directly to his mouth for consumption. Of course, it wasn't just for filtering urine. It could also purify other water sources in the wilderness. But in the desert, which one was more readily available? Well, that went without saying. These individuals continued to advance, maintaining a fairly rapid pace. Meanwhile, in the Beautiful Country's livestream room, viewers were all hyping up their player. Our Beautiful Country player actually has brains, huh? Ever since he first entered the National Fate game, I felt he was a sharp thinker. Even if Dragon Country gets those gold mines, it's whatever. That's just a pile of gold, after all. This time, our Beautiful Country Slayer will definitely be the first to reach the pyramid. I even bet 3,000 National Fate coins on him, you know? So many national players gathered together like this. Perhaps only our gorgeous country could pull something like this off. As long as we meet a Dragon Country player, we can definitely take them out. The director of the National Destiny Bureau of Pyramid Country immediately issued a statement on the National Destiny official website, expressing his strong condemnation of Universe Country. Universe Country players, you guys are truly too shameless. Pyramid Country players, we didn't trade the pyramid spot with you, yet you guys just straight up stole it. Chapter 25. Liftoff. N/5. In the real world, you guys just love stealing from other countries, and it's the same in the National Destiny game. The director of the National Destiny Bureau of Universe Country immediately responded. Anything is possible in the National Destiny game. This is an awakened player talent. You can't expect me to stop my country's players from using their talent, can you? Besides, this is called courtesy before force. Who told you Pyramid Country players not to cooperate? If you're so capable, then tell Dragon Country players not to kill players from other countries. This left the director of the National Destiny Bureau of Pyramid Country speechless for a moment. He didn't dare to get into a conflict with Dragon Country, nor was he so righteous that he absolutely had to condemn Universe Country. Rather, this matter affected him directly. 100 billion National Destiny currency just gone like that? He hoped his country's pharaoh could move a little faster and be the first to reach the pyramid. But as a mummy, its speed was limited after all, which couldn't help but make him a little worried. At this moment, in the real world, another director of the National Destiny Bureau also had an extremely worried expression on his face. Fire Girl's twin sister had previously suffered from a severe illness and was bedridden. Fire Girl had been earning money to treat her sister. With the arrival of the National Destiny game, her sister's condition worsened, and she has now fallen directly into a coma. Report, Director, her body temperature has reached 0 degrees, and it's still tending to drop further. Standing around her, I can feel an extreme chill. For a normal person, any body temperature not around 36.5 degrees Celsius would cause abnormalities. If it reached 0 degrees, they would have died long ago. I suspect this might be related to an awakened talent, but we basically have no experience in this area. Her breathing is getting weaker and weaker now. If this continues, she won't be able to hold on much longer. After hearing his subordinate's report, the director of Furnace Country's expression grew even more solemn. It seems we must seek help from other countries. He was thinking, which country should he approach? Dragon Country, Gorgeous Country. He definitely had to be careful about this. A person who might possess an awakened talent. If she falls into the hands of another country, the consequences would be unimaginable. Thinking from another perspective, if she could be saved, it would mean Furnace Country gained an awakened talent. This is something other countries would surely not want to see. For him, this was an extremely difficult decision. After pondering, he said, let's observe the situation a bit longer. I'll start sounding out other countries now, and I'll make a decision tomorrow morning. As time went on, an incredibly dazzling yellow light radiated from within the desert map, especially striking in the dead of night. These yellow lights were obviously extremely blinding. In Pharaoh, from Pyramid Country's livestream room, the viewers were already going wild. Holy crap, what's with this golden light? It must be the pyramid. Judging by the light's intensity, That pyramid won't be small. Is Pyramid Country about to be the first to reach the pyramid? I'm about to cash in. I actually bet a lot of money on the Pyramid Country player. Pharaoh, hurry and charge. Charge. Charge for me. What do you guys think the first one to reach the pyramid will be rewarded with? Those who bet on the Pyramid Country player now had faces full of smiles. 10 minutes later. Hey guys, look! In our beautiful country's livestream room, we can also see the yellow light now. Iron Man's speed is much faster than that mummy Pharaoh's. First place definitely belongs to our beautiful country. I bet on Iron Man. I hope Iron Man can give his all. If Iron Man can be the first to reach the pyramid, I'll rewatch the Iron Man series again. No matter what, Iron Man will definitely get there before Ashura from Dragon Country. This time, the Yi Group's 100 billion is basically gone. This is so satisfying. At this moment, the Dragon Country players saw Lin Mo sliding down the sand dunes while eating gold, looking incredibly chill. On the contrary, they didn't feel angry or anything. After all, Lin Mo had brought so much gold to Dragon Country. So what if he wasn't the first to reach the pyramid? Anyway, the loss was Lin Mo's money alone. Lin Mo didn't know yet that players from other countries had already discovered the pyramid. Just as he moved forward, two hints suddenly appeared before his eyes. Hints? Someone is already approaching the pyramid. In about 20 minutes, someone will reach the pyramid first. Hint. You can only reach the pyramid first by upgrading your flight skill. After seeing these two hints, Lin Mo was instantly stunned. His face was full of disbelief. How did these other people find the pyramid's location? It seems their methods aren't simple at all. Luckily, the hints appeared. Otherwise, before Lin Mo could even reach the pyramid, someone else would have beaten him to it. If that really happened, he'd definitely be super annoyed. Well then, he didn't hold back. The evolution points he just got were about to disappear again soon. Let's upgrade flight! Ding! Congratulations, host! Your flight skill has upgraded from LV2 to LV3. A level 3 flight skill can now reach the flight speed of an Earth-level desert condor. That speed is what you call fast. What made Lin Mo feel a bit of heartache, though, was that most of his evolution points were consumed yet again. These evolution points really aren't quite enough. Immediately after, Lin Mo stopped and put away his hoverboard. This thing can only be used later. After all, flying consumes a vast amount of energy. He can't just keep flying around forever. Even birds are the same. Unexpectedly, quite a few foreign viewers were watching the live stream in the Dragon Country's room. Seeing Lin Mo put away his hoverboard, these foreign viewers couldn't wait to start mocking him. After all, the Dragon Country player had performed too exceptionally, and they had always wanted to find an opportunity to smear Lin Mo but never could. Is the Dragon Country player giving up now? He's actually already put away his hoverboard. The Dragon Country player is pathetic. He's just a gluttonous brute, all brawn and no brain. As for the intellectual work of finding this pyramid, he definitely can't handle that. Don't tell me the Dragon Country player plans to search on foot. How is that even possible? Just as these viewers hadn't finished speaking, the scene that appeared before their eyes left everyone in the livestream room utterly stunned. They truly had their understanding of Lin Mo completely reshaped once more. They actually saw Lin Mo directly float into the air and fly. Chapter 26. The first one to arrive will be rewarded with an S-grade revival card 1/5. Then, he rapidly advanced in one direction. What's happening? How can a person fly? Could this be Lin Mo's awakened talent? I still haven't figured out what exactly Lin Mo's awakened talent is. Gluttony, indestructible Vajra, flying. It's possible this isn't even Lin Mo's awakened talent. Maybe he already knew how to fly. This is a national fate game after all. Our Dragon Country's Holy Flame legends and cultivation legends can't be entirely false then. Foreign netizens seemed unwilling to accept this reality. Even after seeing Lin Mo fly, they still wouldn't say anything nice. Knowing how to fly is nothing special. Our amazing country's player already knew how to fly ages ago, and he'll definitely be the first to reach the pyramid. I seriously suspect the Dragon Country player is hacking. Why doesn't the National Fate game have a report function? Those who bet on the Dragon Country player better get ready to lose it all. Less than a minute later, an extremely dazzling golden light also appeared in the Dragon Country livestream room. This freaked out the international audience, especially those from the Pyramid Nation and the Beautiful Nation. Pharaoh and Iron Man were both championship contenders. Each of them carried 70 to 80 billion points of national fate. If the final champion wasn't one of them but Lin Mo, the masses would be in an uproar. What people feared the most often came to pass. Under the watchful eyes of these spectators, Lin Mo rapidly approached the pyramid. 5 minutes later, everyone could already make out the colossal shape of the pyramid. At this very moment, the pyramid's outline in the sights of Pharaoh, Iron Man, and Ashura were all roughly the same size. This indicated they had all reached a similar distance. This sent shivers down the spines of the audience. One must know that Lin Mo started later than both of them, yet he had already caught up. This clearly showed one thing. Lin Mo's speed far surpassed theirs. Another 5 minutes passed, and Lin Mo arrived at the foot of the pyramid. An incredibly massive pyramid appeared before his eyes. He gazed at the pyramid, easily 300 meters tall. It made him suck in a cold breath. Even 100-meter pyramids seemed insignificant. Real-world pyramids wouldn't even be fit to be this pyramid's footstool. Is this their mission objective? Wonder if this pyramid is edible. Lin Mo began to approach the pyramid. Upon seeing this scene, the livestream audience all wore expressions of extreme shock. Holy SHT, this pyramid is massive. It's probably at least over 100 meters tall. What do you mean 100 meters? At least 300 meters. Look at the dazzling light emanating from this pyramid. Its material probably isn't simple. Who knows what kind of stuff is inside this pyramid? Full of gold, silver, jewels, and mummies perhaps? At this moment, Iron Man from the beautiful nation had already reached a distance of less than 3 kilometers from the pyramid. He laughed loudly. Haha, finally, I'm the first to reach the pyramid. First place reward, here I come. My homeland. Do you see this? Just wait to collect your prize. Upon seeing this, many in the beautiful nation's live stream audience already had expressions on the verge of tears. The people of the beautiful nation were all watching the live stream from their rooftops, and the vast majority had placed their bets on Iron Man. At this moment, the head of the National Fate Bureau from the Pyramid Nation had already fainted on the ground. 20 billion points of national fate was by no means a small sum for their nation. Unlike the Long Nation now, which was completely rolling in money, even 1 trillion wouldn't faze them. With everyone watching, Lin Mo finally reached within 100 meters of the pyramid. Just then, an announcement appeared, stating that Dragon Kingdom's Asura was the first contestant to reach the pyramid. The pyramid's search mission will conclude in 1 day, and simultaneously, the pyramid's location in the desert will be marked. Contestants who haven't reached the pyramid, please proceed quickly. After the mission ends, contestants who haven't entered the pyramid will have their personal points deducted. For this mission, only those inside the pyramid can earn personal points to participate in the rankings. Rewards include an ancient revival card, an awakened talent, and Dragon Kingdom's national fortune plus 100. After this announcement came out, the national fortune contestants and global audience all became agitated, especially the majority of these national fortune contestants, who were left dumbfounded. Holy crap, I haven't even found the pyramid's location, and this Dragon Kingdom contestant has already reached it? This is just too ridiculous. Staying up all night, running around to find the pyramid. This is seriously too much. This made me get right back up after just lying down. I can't live like this anymore. 3 days scorched by the sun, and I still can't get a good night's rest. I'm crying tears. After the pyramid's location was marked, it turned out to be just a 2-hour journey away. There was a pyramid there. If I had known this location earlier, I could have been the first one. Iron Man in the sky looked at the distant pyramid, a dumbfounded and slightly disbelieving expression on his face. How did this Lin Mo get ahead of them? This truly infuriated him. He would use this opportunity to kill Lin Mo. He didn't immediately advance but waited there for the others to arrive. To be the first to arrive here, he had sped up without waiting for his companions. This time, to ensure Lin Mo's death, he couldn't act rashly. If he were to lose his Iron Man battlesuit now, his next actions would be incredibly troublesome. At this moment, the entire Dragon Kingdom was exhilarated. Lin Mo is a beast. He took first place again. I hit the jackpot. I casually bet 1,000 national fortune coins on Lin Mo, and now it's multiplied tenfold. I get it now, Lin Mo is the biggest winner after all. That Yi group must be Lin Mo's company. He definitely knew he'd win first place and secretly bet on himself. With this announcement, the final results of the betting activity were also released. Lin Mo took first place, while those who bet on other contestants lost miserably. Neither of the championship contenders won. People worldwide are jumping off buildings and rooftops. Why's the guy in front jumping so slow? Hurry it up already. That Dragon Nation contestant really screwed a lot of people over. All my assets are gone. If I'd known, I would have bet on the Dragon Nation contestant. Chapter 27. Resurrection of the Medicine Saint Zhang Zhongjie. In less than a few minutes, the income results from this betting event were revealed. In the end, the only biggest winner was the Yi Corporation. Others who bet on Lin Mo could only get a small share of the profits. The Yi Corporation directly reaped a profit of 1 trillion from this betting event. Don't think that 10x odds are very high or exaggerated. Some small nations had odds in the hundreds, even over 1,000 times. Even so, not many people placed their bets. This was clearly impossible. As for why everyone didn't bet on the Dragon Nation contestant initially, the reason has been stated. Other national contestants employed various pyramid-oriented schemes, leaving all nations worldwide, except the Dragon Nation, in misery. At this moment, the people of the Pyramid Nation erupted in strong opposition, demanding the replacement of their National Destiny Bureau director. Seeing this situation, the Pyramid Nation's National Destiny Bureau director knew he had to take responsibility for his erroneous decision. So he posted a statement on the Global National Destiny website. From today onwards, I will no longer hold the position of Pyramid Nation's National Destiny Bureau Director. The next term National Destiny Bureau Director will lead our entire nation in this National Destiny game. After this statement was released, The entire world was in an uproar. This was the first time a National Destiny Bureau director had been replaced. The National Destiny Bureau director is a position. Any person designated by the nation can take it on. Generally, the National Destiny Bureau director wouldn't be replaced. Even if a major erroneous decision occurred, there was nothing that could be done. Meanwhile, joyful laughter filled the Dragon Nation's territory. Director Wang of the Dragon Nation's National Destiny Bureau saw 1 trillion in National Destiny funds added to the Ye Corporation's account, and an incredibly joyful smile spread across his face. This process of gaining tenfold benefits without paying any price was truly exhilarating. Lin Mo truly is someone worthy of trust. He decided that from now on, no matter what Lin Mo did, he would firmly believe in him. According to everyone's investigations, some information about the Ye Corporation was also collected. Director Wang also didn't intend to hide the Ye Corporation's information. This was information that could be made public. The Ye Corporation, owned by Lin Mo, currently has 1.2 trillion in capital, with business ventures spanning beverages, oil, gold, and more. After everyone learned of this information, they couldn't help but gasp in shock. Holy crap, the Ye Corporation actually belongs to Lin Mo. Turns out Lin Mo is also a trillionaire. Worldwide, there aren't even 10 companies with a market capitalization exceeding $1 trillion. The Ye Group immediately became one of the most powerful companies globally. Bro, upstairs, you're seriously underestimating the Ye Group. You're talking about market capitalization. The Ye Group has 1.2 trillion in cash. If it were listed on the stock exchange, its market cap would add at least a few more zeros. And you haven't even looked at what kind of business it's in. Tell me, with Lin Mo having so much money, why is he still so thin and starving? Could it be that he's still a thrifty and frugal person? At this moment, Lin Mo still didn't know that he, who originally had only a single dime, now possessed assets worth $1 trillion, and $1 trillion company was waiting for him to return and take over. Lin Mo was focusing on the resurrection card in his hand. Just hearing its name, he knew this thing wasn't simple. Lin Mo had originally planned to enter the pyramid first, and then study the information on this resurrection card. Ding! Each pyramid requires 5 people to arrive before its main gate can officially open. After passing the trial, they can enter to begin their exploration. While waiting, the area around the pyramid is a safe zone, where no one can attack other contestants. When he saw this hint, he could only wait on the spot. He hoped the other contestants would hurry up a bit and not make him wait too long. Faced with this situation, Lin Mo could only start researching the resurrection card's information. As his thought moved, the resurrection card's attributes appeared before him. S-grade resurrection card. The resurrected individual possesses S-grade talent. Function: resurrect ancient figures to descend upon the real world. There are many types of resurrection cards, capable of resurrecting ancient figures, mythological legends, characters from anime, movies, and so on. After Lin Mo saw the resurrection card's description, he couldn't help but gasp. This thing is a bit too overpowered, isn't it? Resurrecting ancient figures, who also possess talent. Just thinking about it made people incredibly excited. What shocked him even more was that there were resurrection cards capable of bringing back figures from mythical legends. If they could obtain this type of resurrection card, Dragon Country would have nothing to worry about anymore. In Lin Mo's mind, the figures of several ancient beauties appeared. Diao Chan, Yang Guifei, Shi Shi, Wang Zhaojun. He hoped to resurrect one of them. Just as Lin Mo was deep in thought, the audience in the livestream room, having seen the S-grade resurrection card, were also engaged in a heated discussion. Holy crap, there's actually such an OP item! Guys, guess which ancient figure will descend into the real world? I bet it won't be Lao Zi. If I could choose again, I'd pick Li Mo. I think Lu Biyu isn't bad either. I'd pick Sun Wukong. I'd pick Kai Wenji, a jungle god. Oh, we're off topic. We're not asking you to pick game champions. I think Daji isn't bad at all. Not only Dragon Country citizens, but people from other countries were also paying attention to Dragon Country's live stream room. At this moment, the National Fate Bureau across the entire country was in an extremely tense state. Once Lin Mo uses this resurrection card, it signifies that Dragon Country will have an S-class awakener. This will pose an immense threat to other countries. Some countries have already discovered gifted awakeners, but they dare not publicize it, especially the smaller nations. If they announce their country's gifted awakener today, that awakener might just disappear tomorrow. This is no longer a peaceful world. The director of Dragon Country's National Fate Bureau was also looking at Lin Mo with extreme nervousness at this moment. Is their Dragon Country finally about to have its own awakener? Through his investigations, he discovered traces of awakeners appearing in many countries worldwide. Although there was no direct evidence, some conclusions could still be drawn. For example, Beautiful Country is frantically conducting experiments. Rumor has it that Beautiful Country awakens someone with immense power, capable of punching a car into smithereens with a single blow. Lin Mo didn't waste too much time thinking, who would be resurrected by it? Wouldn't he know after using it? Thinking of this, Lin Mo said, use the S-Class Resurrection Card. S-Class Resurrection Card successfully used. resurrecting the S-class medical saint, Zhang Zhongjing, of the Great Dragon Country. Chapter 28. Entering the Pyramid. On a certain day in May, after hearing this name, Lin Mo was immediately stunned. It was actually him. As a citizen of Dragon Country, he was extremely familiar with the name Medical Saint Zhang Zhongjing. He wondered what abilities Zhang Zhongjing's awakened talent would possess. However, none of this concerned Lin Mo at the moment. Zhang Zhongjing had descended directly into the real world. He'd just meet Zhang Zhongjing after exiting. He wondered if Zhang Zhongjing could solve Lin Mo's problem of being so thin. Lin Mo found that he was always eating, yet he just couldn't gain weight. This problem had always bothered him. As time passed, the audience in Dragon Country's livestream room began clamoring to voice their opinions. Holy crap, it's actually Medical Saint Zhang Zhongjing. Isn't that my old ancestor? The Medical Saint has arrived. My kidney deficiency problem can finally be solved. Why isn't it Bian Kui? My idol is Bian Kui. The director of Fire Furnace Country's National Fate Bureau saw this scene and immediately issued a stern command. Take her to Dragon Country. I'm going to. Yes, sir. 3 minutes later, Lin Mo looked at the few people walking toward him from not far away and was immediately stunned. He hadn't expected these people to arrive here so quickly. The Iron Man flying in the air arrived at the pyramid and said, "You're pretty fast yourself, huh? Can't believe you got here first. Today, I refuse to believe that the 6 of us can't take you down." Lin Mo looked at these people, the assassin from the Beautiful Nation, the firewoman from the Fire Furnace Nation, the Red Ox from the Bullfighting Nation, the Czar from the Distant Nation, the God Stealer from the Cosmic Nation, and, he said, slightly confused. Aren't there only 5 of them? Where's the other one? The ninja from the Cherry Blossom Nation suddenly spoke. If you can't even detect my presence, then just wait to die. The reward I received from my previous mission was a venomous serpent blade, which can absolutely poison you to death in an instant. Lin Mo ignored him, turning his gaze to the firewoman instead. So we meet again. You wouldn't happen to be with them, plotting to kill me, would you? If that's the case, then don't blame me for being merciless. The firewoman glared fiercely at Lin Mo, but said nothing more. Lin Mo had not only seen her entirely, but every time they met, he wanted to strip her bare. She absolutely couldn't tolerate it. If she didn't kill Lin Mo, the hatred in her heart would never subside. The Iron Person laughed then. What are you still blabbering about? Prepare to die. The 6 of them rushed towards Lin Mo together. As they approached Lin Mo, a voice suddenly echoed. 5 individuals have reached the pyramid's vicinity. The authority to enter the pyramid has been activated. Pass the trial, and you may enter the pyramid. No combat is permitted around the pyramid. Violators will face extremely severe punishment. Inside the pyramid, there are no restrictions. After this voice echoed, all 6 of them immediately froze in shock, their attacking movements halting. The assassin snorted coldly. I'll spare your life this time. Once we enter the pyramid, I'll kill you. Even if your body is tougher, can it withstand my relentless bombardment? On the ground, you'll just be a target for my attacks. I won't give you another chance to touch me. Lin Mo paid no mind to the assassin's words. Now his flying speed was much faster than the assassin's. If he found an opportunity in the sky, he could easily strip off the assassin's battle armor. Lin Mo didn't even spare the assassin a glance, beginning to walk towards the pyramid's grand entrance. He'd deal with things after getting inside. The viewers in the Beautiful Nation's live stream room, seeing the assassin so smug and forgetting himself, all felt incredibly embarrassed for him. Just fight already. What's with all the meaningless chatter? You're not the only one who can fly, you know? If the assassin is so careless, he's very likely to suffer a loss. Hopefully these guys can kill the contestant from the Dragon Nation. Otherwise, our Beautiful Nation's reputation will be completely tarnished by our own contestant. As Lin Mo approached the pyramid's grand entrance, the human-faced lion sphinx beside it suddenly stirred, lunging directly at Lin Mo. A ground-tier sphinx. This was the pyramid's guardian beast. To enter, one had to overcome its obstruction. Seeing that it was actually a ground-tier beast, a delighted smile spread across Lin Mo's face. A feast awaits this time. Just arriving here, and I've already encountered such good food. Immediately, Lin Mo didn't hesitate, directly advancing to attack the Sphinx. Void-rending claw! A white palm slammed towards the Sphinx's head. With a thud, a large hole was blasted into the Sphinx's head, yet it wasn't directly killed. One of its claws also landed on Lin Mo, emitting an extremely piercing clang. Lin Mo seized the opportunity and directly smashed a fist into the Sphinx's leg. Crack! The Sphinx's leg was broken by Lin Mo's punch, immediately followed by several more fists raining down on its head. Just as Lin Mo prepared a final blow to kill it, the Sphinx's figure suddenly vanished into thin air, then reappeared in its original position. Seeing this, Lin Mo was instantly stunned. This Sphinx is quite unique, huh? Just when I'm about to kill it, it returns to its original spot. It seems I've successfully passed the trial.
Since that's the case, Lin Mo gave up on attacking the Sphinx, and no longer planned to eat it. After all, a creature with a tiger's body and a human's head would be a bit unsettling to eat. It was still better to enter the pyramid first.
With that thought, he wasted no more time and strode directly into the pyramid.
The people nearby were all watching this scene from not far away. They had intended to let Lin Mo test the waters for them, to see what the trial for entering the pyramid entailed. If it was just an Earth-level Sphinx, it wouldn't be too difficult for the 6 of them. So they began to approach the grand entrance of the pyramid, not wanting to fall too far behind Lin Mo.
The people of Long Nation were all extremely curious at this moment, wondering how and when medical sage Zhang Zhongjing would appear in the real world. However, Director Wang of the Long Nation's National Fate Bureau had already received news of medical sage Zhang Zhongjing's appearance location. At this moment, he had already led many people who had been waiting for a long time atop a mountain. Around this mountain, there were all kinds of armed convoys, armored vehicles, and so on, so even a mosquito couldn't fly in. Chapter 29. How to Eat a Mummy 4/5. In the sky above the mountain, a golden light burst forth. Immediately after, this golden light grew larger and larger, and a figure stepped out from within, descending upon the mountaintop. At this moment, only Director Wang stood before medical sage Zhang Zhongjing.
Seeing Director Wang, Zhang Zhongjing chuckled and said, "I didn't expect I could live again."
You don't need to say much about other matters. I already have some new information in my mind. A national fate game, huh?
Since I've appeared this time, I naturally won't stand idly by. It seems I too must contribute my strength to Long Nation. Director Wang said, "I have already prepared accommodation for you. We can go there to discuss matters."
Zhang Zhongjing let out a light chuckle and said, "That won't be necessary. Take this prescription. If you encounter any difficulties, contact me. Next, I need to research more advanced prescriptions and experiment with some of my previous ideas." A white piece of paper appeared in Director Wang's hand. A single dose could make a body robust, no longer fragile.
After seeing the function of this prescription, Director Wang couldn't help but take a sharp intake of breath.
These medicinal ingredients weren't rare either.
Once these potions were manufactured, the physical constitution of Long Nation's citizens could all receive a massive improvement.
This was extremely important for Long Nation.
With the emergence of the National Destiny game, strange occurrences were happening all over the globe.
Some animals and plants had begun to mutate. This world was also developing in an unsafe direction.
Conflicts were bound to happen sooner or later.
With these pills, Dragon Country's combat power could greatly increase.
It was even possible for the entire population to become soldiers,
he said excitedly. All right, I'll get to work right away. Please contact me if you need anything. Whatever medicinal ingredients you require, I will arrange for someone to deliver them to you.
After Director Wang returned, he immediately arranged for personnel to begin collecting medicinal ingredients to produce the pills.
At this time, he also received news about the Blazing Cauldron Country. What surprised him was that the director of the National Destiny Bureau of the Blazing Cauldron Country had actually come in person, which showed the seriousness of the matter.
The great commotion caused by the medical saint Zhang Zhongjing's appearance attracted the attention of many people. Some even wanted to meet Zhang Zhongjing, but that was fundamentally impossible.
As a descendant of Zhang Zhongjing, let me meet my old ancestor. I've memorized the treatise on cold damage disorders. I also want to meet the medical saint.
Can the medical saint start a live stream?
We have some medical questions we'd like to ask you.
Inside the pyramid, after Lin Mo entered, his eyes were filled with golden light. He even felt a bit hungry from looking at it. Without hesitation, he immediately prostrated himself and punched the ground. Thump! A massive impact sound echoed, and a fist mark appeared on the ground. Seeing this, Lin Mo's brows furrowed slightly.
This pyramid is really tough, huh? Whatever, I'll find something else to eat first. After seeing this scene, the audience in the livestream chat couldn't help but start mocking him. Holy crap, what is Lin Mo trying to do? He's not actually trying to eat the pyramid, is he? Good thing Lin Mo gave up. Otherwise, this mission wouldn't even be over, and the pyramid would already be eaten hollow by Lin Mo. That would be a bit ridiculous. I absolutely love watching mukbang, especially hardcore mukbang like Lin Mo's. Now that's my jam. Not long after Lin Mo advanced, he saw a mummy appear before him. Level 1 Mummy. Description. This mummy possesses incredibly tough skin. The white bandages on its body aren't merely decorative, they can also be used to attack. However, its slow speed is a weakness. If you can't beat the mummy, just run away. After seeing the mummy's description, Lin Mo was immediately stunned. There was actually something like this inside the pyramid. Seeing the mummy's movement speed, Lin Mo wasn't in a rush to go attack it. At this moment, he was pondering a difficult question. To eat or not to eat? While Lin Mo was still contemplating and hadn't made a decision, the audience in the livestream chat, upon seeing the mummy appear, became excited one by one. It's actually a mummy. I heard that if you remove the white bandages from a mummy and brew them into tea, they have beautifying and rejuvenating effects, even reversing old age. Don't know if it's true or false though. What do you guys think? I think it should have more chili, that way it'll have flavor. Even better, add a chilled Coke. Eating it dry like that, you'd probably get really thirsty. Mummy stewed with mushrooms isn't a bad choice. The foodies in the livestream chat all started spouting off. As time passed, the mummy finally moved next to Lin Mo. Wham! The mummy's hand landed on Lin Mo's head, but didn't cause him any harm. Lin Mo immediately shattered the mummy's head with a single punch. Next, Lin Mo stared intently at the mummy. A moment later, he finally made a decision. I'll try eating one. If I don't get any special abilities, I won't eat anymore. Of course, he certainly wouldn't eat it like he would ordinary animal meat. He directly used the heaven devouring skill, swallowing the mummy whole in one gulp. Devoured a level 1 mummy. Strength +3, Constitution +10, Evolution points +10. Received active skill. Healing LV1. Individual score +10. Seeing the skill he received, Lin Mo's expression became a bit complicated. Now, it was hard for him to get injured, so he had no use for healing abilities at all. This skill is kinda useless, but still, better than nothing. After eating this mummy, Lin Mo continued to advance. He didn't go far before he saw another mummy and killed it with a single punch. This time, he didn't choose to eat the mummy, but stored it in his personal space. So, he then began a crazy slaughter of these mummies. His individual score began to rapidly increase. The viewers in the livestream chat who had just seen Lin Mo swallow a mummy whole all had utterly shocked expressions. Holy crap, I was just joking earlier. Lin Mo actually ate a mummy. This is a bit too much for my taste. I'd say Lin Mo's the first person to eat so savagely. Does anyone object? I'm not kidding either. I also want to try what a mummy tastes like. The viewers from the Pyramid Country, after seeing Lin Mo's actions, all had extremely pale faces, because their country's pharaoh contestant was precisely a mummy. Chapter 30. Snack. 8-branched little serpent. If this guy were to encounter Lin Mo, then it would truly be game over for him. After the killer entered the pyramid, he suddenly realized his companions weren't by his side. Everyone's spawn locations were random. Immediately after, when he saw Lin Mo's individual score had already risen to 50, he didn't dare to delay, and also began rushing towards the surrounding mummies to slaughter them. 10 minutes later, Lin Mo had already slaughtered 12 mummies. As he stored away the mummy's corpse, a treasure chest appeared before him. Lin Mo's eyes lit up at the sight of the treasure chest. The drop rate for treasure chests in the National Destiny game was truly abysmal. Without hesitation, he immediately opened this level 1 treasure chest. Opened a level 1 treasure chest, obtained level 1 white cloth. A 5-meter-long level 1 white cloth. Description. This is a healing white cloth for when your body suffers injuries. Wrapping yourself with this white cloth can make injuries recover rapidly. Even without injuries, wrapping yourself in this white cloth can make your skin become even smoother, shinier, and more vital. Lin Mo didn't hesitate for a moment. He immediately ate the white cloth. Devoured level 1 white cloth. Physique +10. Evolution points +10. Healing upgraded from LV1 to LV2. Of course, he didn't leave the treasure chest behind either. He swallowed it whole in one gulp. Although a single level 1 treasure chest couldn't upgrade his spatial storage, every little bit helps. After seeing the white cloth's attributes, the audience in the livestream room were all utterly shocked. Damn, this white cloth actually works. Lin Mo, hold on a sec. I really want to wrap myself in white cloth to sleep now. What do I do? If this white cloth existed in the real world, it would definitely be loved by all girls. As he walked and pondered, he realized there were only 6 more days until he could return to the real world. He wondered if the items in his spatial storage could be brought back to the real world. If he truly could bring them back, this would be an incredibly crucial ability for him. Some animals in this National Destiny game contained vast amounts of energy within their flesh and blood. If processed through certain methods and fed to ordinary people, their strength could be greatly enhanced. And if fed to awakened individuals, the effect would be even more pronounced. If these National Destiny game players could bring their power back to the real world, their combat strength would be terrifying. As Lin Mo continued to advance, not far away, a Yinghua country player in stealth mode, clutching a snake-shaped dagger, stared intently at Lin Mo. Immediately after, the snake-shaped dagger in his hand transformed into an 8-headed snake. It slithered down along his body towards the ground. This was the Earth-tier equipment, the poisonous snake blade, that the Yinghua country player had obtained. It could transform into an 8-headed little snake to automatically attack enemies. This way, he wouldn't need to personally go and attack Lin Mo, saving him from being killed by Lin Mo again. He had already been killed twice by Lin Mo. If he got killed again, he'd have to commit seppuku to atone for his failure when he returned to Yinghua country. If the 8-headed little snake openly slithered towards Lin Mo like that, it would definitely be noticed by him. But he had his own methods to make the 8-headed little snake temporarily enter stealth mode, so there was no need to worry. Lin Mo discovered the 8-headed little snake's presence. the Yinghua country player was still relatively cautious. At this moment, the Yinghua country audience, upon seeing this scene, all showed quite pleased expressions. Earlier, the ninja used the Bachi Zhao Shi to bite an Earth-grade fierce beast. It didn't take long for it to poison the Earth-grade fierce beast to death. Using it to attack the Dragon Country contestant will definitely succeed. The Bachi Zhao Shi's 8 heads possess different functions. One head can spew extremely corrosive fluid, which can definitely break through the Dragon Country contestant's defenses. This time, it's finally our Yinghua country contestant's turn to take down the Dragon Country contestant. Seeing that incredibly arrogant face of the Dragon Country contestant, I immediately feel extremely annoyed. If it were before, the Dragon Country audience might still worry about Lin Mo's safety. But Lin Mo has long since proven his strength multiple times. There's no need to doubt his power. At this moment, the Dragon Country audience also began to speak up. You Yinghua country contestant just made such a small snake. That's nothing at all. If that little snake can break through Lin Mo's defenses, I'll livestream myself doing a handstand while taking a massive dump. This Yinghua country contestant is really tired of living. Are they trying to stir up trouble with our Dragon Country contestant again? At this moment, Lin Mo saw another mummy appear before him, and attacked without any hesitation. In less than a few seconds, he had already killed this mummy. And right at this moment, a figure appeared not far in front of him. A red bull. This was the Dao Niu country contestant, Hong Niu. After seeing Lin Mo, he immediately became agitated, fire continuously spurting from his bull nostrils. He looked extremely excited. Because Tai Ren had told them that as long as someone among them could kill Lin Mo, they would all receive benefits from Tai Ren. The Dao Niu country contestant was still extremely confident in his own strength. Just like the mummy that had just appeared, one headbutt was enough for him to smash it to death. He felt that he could smash Lin Mo to death. After seeing the Dao Niu country contestant, Lin Mo said with a smile, "If you leave this place now, I can pretend nothing happened. If you intend to make a move on me, then don't blame me for being ruthless." Upon hearing Lin Mo's words, the Dao Niu country contestant Hong Niu said, "You can talk after you've taken my headbutt. Even if your body is tougher, I'll still smash you to bits." After Hong Niu finished speaking, his entire body's energy surged. Then he accelerated and charged towards Lin Mo. Seeing this, Lin Mo could only reluctantly make a move. He didn't intend to kill these Nation's Destiny contestants, but if they actively attacked him, he definitely wouldn't hold back. Hong Niu's speed was very fast as he charged towards him. Lin Mo also had no intention of holding back and directly threw a punch at the bull's head. Wham! Hong Niu's head was instantly blown apart by Lin Mo, and his body flew far away. Coincidentally, Hong Niu's body directly fell onto the Yinghua country contestant not far away. The massive impact force directly sent the Yinghua country contestant flying as well. Hong Niu's horns directly pierced into the Yinghua country contestant's body. At this very moment, the Banqi Zhao Shi had already reached Lin Mo's feet and began to bite down on his leg. Lin Mo's brows furrowed. Surprisingly, an itchy sensation came from his toes. He lowered his head to look, and saw the small snake, with 8 heads frantically biting his toes. Chapter 31. Devouring the golden staircase leading to the second floor of the pyramid. Strange snakes in the pyramid? He just lifted his foot, and stomped the little snake to death. A snake-shaped dagger appeared at his feet. Lin Mo, puzzled, picked up the snake-shaped dagger and directly swallowed it. Devoured an Earth-grade venomous snake blade. Strength plus 4-0, physique plus 10, evolution points plus 3-0. Not bad, a pleasant surprise. Lin Mo then looked towards Hong Niu. A notification appeared. Notification. Dragon Country player killed Dao Niu Country player. Dao Niu Country's national fortune decreased by 10. Notification. Dragon Country player killed Sakura Country player. Sakura Country's national fortune decreased by 10. Warning. Sakura Country player has died 5 times. After 10 deaths, they will be forcibly removed. Sakura Country will need to send another player in. Lin Mo frowned after hearing this notification. This was truly a bit unfair to him. Since entering the National Destiny game, he hadn't even seen a Sakura Country player's face. So how did he inexplicably kill them 3 times already? He seriously suspected that the Sakura Country player intentionally died by his hands. Could there be some sinister plot at play? Lin Mo didn't dwell on it. He continued to kill the surrounding mummies. In the distance, he saw a massive gathering of mummies, and in their midst, a large golden door. He immediately approached, excitement bubbling. After hearing the notification, the killer's expression changed. He never expected Lin Mo to kill 2 people so quickly. It seems Lin Mo's strength has improved yet another step. So he quickly sent a message to a few people. Everyone, if you encounter the Dragon Country player, whatever you do, don't act alone. Even with 2 of you,
Don't go looking for trouble with the Dragon Country player. Let's all attack together and take down the Dragon Country player in one go. Director Honda of the Sakura country's National Destiny Bureau was absolutely furious after seeing his country's National Destiny player's performance. Originally, with the ninja's stealth abilities, they absolutely should have achieved decent results in the National Destiny game. But when facing the Dragon Country player, it was continuous failure. The ninja was actually the first among 200 National Destiny players to die 5 times. This was truly too humiliating for Sakura Country. And this was only the first day of the National Destiny game. There were still 6 more days to go. If this trend continued, Sakura Country's players would soon be forcibly removed from the game. He definitely didn't want this to happen. But if it did happen, he'd have no choice but to use that move. Send Mitsui Yura into the National Destiny game to break the Dragon Country player's indestructible Vajra body. If the Dragon Country player didn't have this indestructible Vajra body, he'd have died countless times already. Looks like Mitsui Yura's training needs to be sped up a bit. Meanwhile, in the live stream room, the Dragon Country citizens watched Lin Mo effortlessly kill players from 2 other countries, all incredibly delighted. Is this the 8-headed little serpent from Yinghua Country? It's a bit too small. Next time, can we get an 8-headed great serpent? Otherwise, it's not nearly enough to eat. Alright, what's with Yinghua Country's contestants always deliberately stirring up trouble for our Long Country contestants? Aren't you trying to use that as an excuse to pull some dirty tricks on us? No need to doubt, our Long Country contestants are just too strong. Even if Yinghua Country's contestants don't dare to get close to Lin Mo, they still won't escape death. As time passed, Lin Mo quickly arrived at the gathering place of these mummies. There were at least a dozen mummies around. At this moment, he saw more clearly. At the center of the mummies was something resembling a staircase, but a large golden door was sealed shut. Based on Lin Mo's deduction, this must be the passage to the upper floor of the pyramid. This aligned with Lin Mo's previous deduction. A pyramid this tall certainly wouldn't have only one floor. Moreover, the higher up one went, the higher the monster levels, and the stronger their power. After defeating these monsters, the corresponding points would also be higher. Naturally, Lin Mo had no intention of just staying here to fight level 1 mummies. He hoped to encounter some tasty monsters further up. So Lin Mo began to approach this golden door. For Lin Mo, these level 1 mummies basically posed no resistance whatsoever. In less than a minute, Lin Mo had already killed all of these mummies. Seeing Lin Mo approach the golden door, these mummies, as if suicidal, all surrounded and attacked him. This only made Lin Mo's speed in killing them even faster. Then Lin Mo directly opened the golden door. A gleaming golden pathway appeared before him. He only needed to go up to reach the 2nd floor. But Lin Mo wasn't in a hurry to go up. Instead, he directly took a bite out of the golden door. Crunch! A crisp sound rang out. His teeth were much sharper than his hands. If it wasn't so unbecoming to crouch on the pyramid floor and gnaw, he would have started eating long ago. After all, with so many viewers watching, he couldn't act in a way that would overly damage his image. But this golden door was different. He directly started eating it. After finishing the golden door, Lin Mo wasn't satisfied. Instead, he started eating this golden staircase section from the bottom up. The staircase was about a dozen meters long, enough for Lin Mo to feast on for a while. After seeing Lin Mo's actions, the viewers in the livestream room were all dumbfounded. Holy crap, I underestimated Lin Mo before. This guy really eats whatever he finds, not even sparing the staircase. Hearing those crunching sounds, it must taste really good. If Lin Mo eats this entire staircase, then the people behind him won't have any way to reach the 2nd floor. Lin Mo's thoughts are truly too thorough. At this moment, a new mummy unhurriedly arrived outside the pyramid. He walked directly into the pyramid as if the Sphinx hadn't even seen him, making no attack whatsoever. And after he entered the pyramid and encountered other mummies, these mummies also wouldn't attack him. The Pharaoh Country player continued to follow these mummies towards the passage to the upper floor. As a pharaoh, he still had some tricks up his sleeve, especially when it came to the pyramid. Although he wasn't the first to enter, he was able to quickly reach its higher levels. The highest level of the pyramid held an exceptionally precious treasure. Once he obtained it, his strength would soar. Even killing that Dragon Country player would be incredibly easy. The Dragon Country player had snatched his first place, and he had to make the Dragon Country player pay a heavy price. Chapter 32. The effects of the body tempering elixir were astonishing. In Dragon Country's military base, Director Wang looked at the 100-meter test results in his hand, a barely concealed smile appearing on his face. After receiving the body-tempering elixir formula from medicine saint Zhang Zhongjing, he immediately began production. Manufacturing this simplified version of the elixir wasn't difficult, and any minor issues encountered were quickly resolved under the medicine saint's guidance. In less than half an hour, the first batch of body-tempering elixirs was produced, and then given to 10 Special Forces soldiers. The effects of the elixir were also remarkably clear. After these Special Forces soldiers had more or less adapted, he had them come for 100-meter performance tests. Among these 100 Special Forces soldiers,
Most of them completed the distance within 10 seconds. 2 even clocked in at 8 seconds. And what was even more startling, one person achieved 7 seconds. One must know that the previous world record's highest achievement was just over 9 seconds. Every 0.1 second reduction was a massive improvement. This was also related to the inherent strong physical quality of the Special Forces soldiers. Different individuals consuming the body-tempering elixir experienced varying degrees of improvement. Regardless of the specific results, all of their speeds had significantly increased compared to before. This first batch of elixirs, personally manufactured under the guidance of medicine saint Zhang Zhongjing, had a quality that reached the pinnacle of the simplified body-tempering elixir. The mass-produced body-tempering elixirs wouldn't be able to achieve this level of effect, but as long as they persistently took the simplified body-tempering elixir and continued to train, everyone in Dragon Country could become an Olympic champion. Thinking of this, Director Wang told his subordinates to begin mass-producing these body-tempering elixirs. First, they would be given to soldiers. And then, after a few days, sales would commence nationwide. Purchasing this body-tempering elixir would require a real name registration system. Once anyone was found selling this elixir to foreigners, they would be prosecuted for treason. Indeed, some relatively cautious individuals observed that the Yi Group's business scope now included a pharmaceutical industry, which sparked widespread speculation. What's going on? Could it be that the medicine saint has joined the Yi Group? No matter what medicine the Yi Group sells, I'll support it. I hope the medicine saint can sell medicine for kidney deficiency though. 15 minutes later, Lin Mo finally finished off this staircase, which was over 10 meters long and 2 meters wide. He was now hovering at the entrance of the second-level pyramid cave, looking around at the numerous mummies. The strange thing was that these mummies didn't actively come to attack him. Instead, they just kept swaying not far away. He didn't think much of it. Perhaps these mummies saw him in mid-air and gave up on surrounding and attacking. Or rather, they gave up on coming over to offer up their heads. Lin Mo didn't linger too long. He was already unimpressed by these low-level mummies. Killing one mummy only yielded a paltry dozen points. He flew towards the second floor of the pyramid. Not long after he flew up, the mummies lingering around began to gather towards this spot. Pharaoh, the Pyramid Nation's contestant, breathed a sigh of relief. He had always heard that the Dragon Nation's contestant was very powerful, and seeing him this time, he was indeed a bit intimidating. He felt a bit creeped out when he saw the Dragon Nation's contestant sprawling directly on the golden staircase, devouring maniacally. Fortunately, he knew his place. In his current state, he couldn't kill the Dragon Nation's contestant, so he decisively stayed put, waiting for the Dragon Nation's contestant to leave this place. These mummies around here were also under his control. He didn't let them attack Lin Mo. He still needed these mummies to leave this place. One of his abilities was to influence the actions of these mummies. After these mummies converged in the middle, a mountain of mummies very quickly appeared below the entrance. Pharaoh, the Pyramid Nation's contestant, used these mountains of mummies to approach the entrance to the second floor. At this moment, after killing a mummy before his eyes, the Iron contestant saw the personal points ranking, and a smile appeared on his face. First place, Beautiful Nation's Iron contestant with 500 points. Second place, Mechanical Nation's Destroyer with 470 points. Third place, Firehearth Nation's Fire Maiden with 450 points. Sixth place, Lion Nation's Lion King with 330 points. Seventh place, Dragon Nation's Asura with 320 points. At the start of the points accumulation, Dragon Nation's contestant was rapidly accumulating points, making the Iron contestant feel immense pressure. But not long after, Dragon Nation's contestant's personal points stagnated. This made the Iron contestant extremely happy. So he began simultaneously killing these mummies and searching for Dragon Nation's contestant. For him, killing Lin Mo was an extremely important matter. But there was an even more important matter: winning first place in this mission. Killing Lin Mo could be done any time, but if he wanted to win first place, this was the only chance. So he began frantically killing these mummies. The others were the same. Everyone split up. If they acted together, there wouldn't be enough mummies to share. Whoever met Lin Mo first would inform everyone. Thinking of this, the Iron contestant smirked. This time, I'm definitely taking first place. I wonder what the first place reward will be. You folks from the Beautiful Nation, just wait for your rewards. Dragon Nation's contestant must be scared to run into us, hiding somewhere, probably too afraid to even come out and kill mummies. After seeing these remarks from the Iron contestant, the audience in Beautiful Nation's livestream room all felt a bit speechless. If they only watched their own nation's livestream room and saw the Iron contestant win first place, they would definitely be extremely happy. But they were essentially also watching Dragon Nation's livestream room. Before, I thought our Beautiful Nation's contestant was still super impressive, but now, why does it feel like his brain isn't working too well? The final results aren't even out yet, and he's just bragging over there. Dragon Nation's contestant has already reached the second floor of the pyramid, while the Iron contestant is still on the first floor. By then, if someone kills a high-level monster, its points will be worth more than a bunch of mummies he's killed combined. Even though the Iron Contestant's combat power is strong, I suddenly have an urge to swap him out. What should we do? If only we could swap in Dr. Strange. He could just use the Time Stone to trap Dragon Nation's contestant. The decorations on the second floor of the pyramid were still pretty much the same as before, all dazzling and gilded, making Lin Mo drool profusely. If he could swallow this entire pyramid, he'd surely get a good amount of benefits. Lin Mo didn't dwell on it for long. He needed to start looking for the passage entrance to the higher floor. He hadn't gone far when he saw a mummy whose entire body was ablaze. Upon seeing this, Lin Mo was immediately stunned. There was actually this kind of mummy? Chapter 33. Stealing Divine Decree. Lin Mo devoured by the Teodi. Was it setting itself on fire? Even stranger, the white bandages on the mummy weren't burning. As Lin Mo's gaze shifted, the personal attributes of this flaming mummy appeared in his vision. Flame mummy description. This mummy knows how to use fire and possesses immensely powerful destructive force. Once you're burned by its flames, these fires will quickly engulf your body, burning your flesh and blood. But they won't kill you that fast. Seeing the description of the flame mummy, a faint smile appeared on Lin Mo's face. He absolutely loved special mummies. Of course, he meant eating them, not that kind of liking. He charged straight at it, landing a punch directly on the flame mummy's chest, blasting right through it. After a few more swift blows, the flame mummy collapsed to the ground. Naturally, Lin Mo didn't hesitate to swallow the flame mummy in one gulp. Ding! You have defeated an Earth-tier flame mummy. You have gained 100 personal points. Hearing this sound, a pleased smile appeared on Lin Mo's face. Sure enough, just as he expected, defeating high-level monsters granted more points. One of these was worth more than 10 regular ones. What's more, devouring these high-level monsters also yielded even greater benefits. Next, he began to explore his surroundings. He didn't know where the entrance to the upper floor was, and had to find it himself. As Lin Mo searched, he seemed to realize something. Is there something strange about this pyramid? From the outside, the pyramid already looked huge, but now he realized there was an even larger space inside. Under normal circumstances, he should have been able to stand here and see the pyramid's walls directly, but he couldn't see them, which meant this pyramid was incredibly vast, its boundaries invisible to the eye. It was a spatial artifact. As he continued his search, more and more flame mummies were defeated. On the first floor of the pyramid, the Iron Man, who was just excitedly watching, saw the Long Country contestants' personal points suddenly increase by 100 in an instant. This left him utterly perplexed. Could the Long Country contestant have killed 10 mummies in an instant? How was that even possible? Even he didn't have that kind of ability. For one, his firepower wasn't enough, and for another, there was no way to find 10 mummies simultaneously. Just as he was wondering how Lin Mo managed it, Lin Mo's personal points suddenly increased by another 100. This made the Iron Man feel a bit anxious. He started asking others if they knew what was happening, but no one else knew. Just like that, under everyone's utterly bewildered gazes, Lin Mo's individual points broke through 1,000 in less than 10 minutes. This was truly a bit too outrageous, completely leaving everyone else in the dust. At this moment, these people had all started to gather together. There were only 4 of them: Iron Man, Sha Huang, Huo Nu, and Tu Shen. As for Hong Nu and the ninja, who randomly respawned around the pyramid, it would take quite some time for them to arrive. Iron Man looked at everyone and said, "None of you found any trace of the Long Country player? Where did he even kill all those mummies? Does anyone have a way to find the Long Country player's whereabouts? If we find him, we can not only kill him, but also gain a large amount of individual points." The final rewards aren't solely linked to rankings. They're also tied to the number of points. For the same rank, more points mean better rewards. Hearing Iron Man say that, everyone fell into deep contemplation. They were all extremely frustrated. They'd gone to quite a few places, but still hadn't encountered Lin Mo. Seeing that no one reacted, Iron Man looked at Tu Shen of Cosmos Country and said, "Can your ability be used on the Long Country player? Can you pinpoint his location, or perhaps figure out what situations he's in?" Everyone looked at the Cosmos Country player. Previously, it was the Cosmos Country player who stole the pyramid's location info from the Pyramid Country player. Although they weren't the first to reach the pyramid, it still clearly showed how formidable this Tu Shen from Cosmos Country was. You could tell a bit just from his name. When each country named their players, they based it on the player's abilities. The Cosmos Country player saw everyone looking at him, and he chuckled a little sheepishly, saying, "If it's merely the Long Country player's location info, the problem likely isn't big. It's just that each time I use this ability, it consumes quite a bit." You see, everyone immediately understood what the Cosmos Country player was implying. He was clearly asking for some perks. Iron Man thought for a moment and said, "Here's my white cloth, it's yours. If you can truly find Zhu Luo, I'll give you an even bigger reward. Including the pyramid information you sold me earlier, I definitely won't shortchange you." Sha Huang of Saha Country pulled out a level 1 treasure chest and said, "I'll give you a level 1 treasure chest." Huo Nu saw the others taking out items, so she wouldn't be an exception. She also took out some white cloth and said, "Here, this is for you. Once we find Long Country's Zhu Luo, I'll give you something better. Don't disappoint me." The Cosmos Country player chuckled and said, "You can rest assured. I'm very confident in my abilities. If you ask me to directly steal items from the Long Country player, I might not be so sure, but this is just location information. Just watch me perform. Since that's settled, I won't waste any more time." Tao Shen of Cosmos Country closed his eyes and began to use his ability. An invisible hand emerged from his body, rapidly moving through a starry sky. Very quickly, it pinpointed a location, approaching a bright spot. Once this invisible hand made contact with the aura of light, Lin Mo's exact location could be determined. Just as the invisible hand was about to reach the aura of light, a ferocious-looking Teoti suddenly burst forth from it, directly swallowing the invisible hand in a single gulp. Poofed! The Cosmos Country player immediately spat out a mouthful of fresh blood, his body went limp, and he collapsed to the ground, his eyes already rolling back. This scene startled everyone around, making them instantly tense. What happened to Tu Shen? Out of nowhere, someone nearby hastily asked, "What's up with you? Did you just get attacked?" Everyone wore tense and astonished expressions, yet they couldn't find any trace of injury on Tu Shen's body. Chapter 34. Clue to the pyramid's third-floor entrance. This left them clueless for a moment. Truly stumped, they could only wrap Tu Shen in white cloth. Exactly 3 minutes later, Tu Shen opened his eyes and said, "My power, it failed. My mental power was attacked. When I used my ability on Zhu Luo, I saw an animal identical to the tattoo on his body rush out and bite me. That was genuinely terrifying. My head feels awful right now. Even if I didn't die on the spot, I won't be able to use my abilities for a very long time. This is truly worse than death. I'm gonna off myself right now. Only then can I get back to normal." Hearing Tu Shen say that, everyone's expressions changed. They never expected Lin Mo to possess such an ability. It was truly a bit terrifying. Just as everyone was still reacting, a notification suddenly appeared. Notification. A player from Yuzhu Nation has committed suicide. The lifespan of all citizens has decreased by 1 year, and national fortune has decreased by 10. After seeing the notification's content, the Yuzhu Nation audience instantly erupted. No way! Suicide actually costs a year of life? That's seriously messed up. Why didn't this fool just let someone else off him? He caused me to lose a year of lifespan for no reason. Give it back. This is all because the Long Nation player caused our nation's player to die. The Long Nation must compensate us. I checked history. The Teoti seems to be our Yuzhu Nation's creature. The Long Nation can't keep using our Yuzhu Nation's creatures as tattoos. Just then, as Lin Mo was advancing, a voice suddenly appeared in his mind. Devour mental hand, mental power +5, evolution points +5, obtained passive skill, mental bulwark, LV1. After hearing that voice, Lin Mo was instantly stunned. What in the world is this situation? He was just walking, yet he could still devour things. A mental hand? Did someone just launch a mental attack on him out of nowhere? He started carefully replaying the recent events in his mind, and sure enough he found some anomalies. Just now, a fleeting image of a Teoti had indeed flashed in his mind. He thought it was related to his Teoti bloodline awakening, so he didn't pay much attention. Now it seems that the Teoti might have helped him resolve the attack at that very moment. Now, a question formed in Lin Mo's mind. Who was attacking him? And a mental attack, no less. If Lin Mo didn't have the Teoti guarding him, wouldn't he have been screwed? Thinking of this, his expression changed. He'd remember this debt for now. If he found out who attacked him, he absolutely wouldn't let that person off. Lin Mo was also a bit surprised that a player from Universe Country actually committed suicide. This was still the first suicide since the National Destiny game began. It couldn't be related to him, could it? It shouldn't be such a coincidence. Lin Mo stopped overthinking and continued searching for the golden door. He had no idea where the staircase to the second floor was. It was seriously too hard to find. It seemed Lin Mo's ability to find the staircase on the first floor was truly a stroke of massive luck. But Lin Mo, on the other hand, wasn't overly anxious. He was certain to secure first place in this exploration mission. Whether he could reach the highest peak of the pyramid was not something he could force. Speaking of which, these blazing mummies taste much better than regular mummies. Lin Mo continued allocating his points, striving to earn 10,000 points before the mission ended. That was just a matter of killing 100 Earth-grade blazing mummies. Far ahead of Lin Mo, a completely ordinary mummy was slowly advancing. It walked past the surrounding blazing mummies. These blazing mummies didn't actively attack it, and within the sights of this pharaoh mummy, a golden staircase appeared in the distance. Upon seeing this golden staircase, Pharaoh's face revealed an expression of extreme joy and excitement. He became even happier, especially when he didn't see Asura's shadow. This clearly meant he had arrived at this place one step ahead of Asura. Golden mask, here I come. Haha. I want to become the #1 player of the National Destiny game. The audience from Pyramid Country also became equally excited after seeing this scene. It seems I was wrong to blame Pharaoh. I should apologize to Pharaoh. The biggest winner, in the end, turned out to be our Pyramid Country. What grade treasure is Pharaoh's golden mask?
It couldn't be the golden mask on Tutankhamun, could it?
Need you even ask? No matter whose golden mask it is, it will definitely significantly boost Pharaoh's power. Shin Ren, the director of the National Destiny Game Bureau for Pyramid Country, saw the content in the livestream room, and his face was filled with uncontrollable excitement. The golden mask held immense significance for Pyramid Country. He immediately told his subordinate, "Clear out one of our country's pyramids, and reserve it specially for our player Pharaoh to rest in when he returns." Yes. Lin Mo didn't know the direction, so he could only search aimlessly. Just as he punched a blazing mummy to death, a hint suddenly appeared before his eyes. A hint? Following the current direction, you can find the entrance to the upper levels of the pyramid. Damn, you finally showed up. If you hadn't given me a hint, I'd almost forgotten you had this skill. With the direction confirmed, it was easy for Lin Mo. He had just swallowed the flaming mummy in front of him and was about to move forward when a treasure chest appeared before his eyes, making him suddenly freeze. Double happiness? Lin Mo didn't hesitate at all, reaching out his right hand to open the Earth-grade treasure chest. Opening the Earth-grade treasure chest, he received a pair of Earth-grade flaming gloves. In less than 3 seconds, he devoured the Earth-grade flaming gloves. Strength +30. Evolution points +30. Obtained active skill. Burn LV1. Getting another new skill made Lin Mo feel a bit happy. From now on, as long as he used this burn skill, his attacks could inflict an additional burning sensation on opponents. This was also a decent ability. After all, he couldn't always one-shot monsters. Next, Lin Mo didn't hesitate at all, and swallowed the Earth-grade treasure chest in one gulp. Devoured Earth-grade treasure chest. Strength +20. Constitution +30. Evolution points +30. Portable space upgraded from LV2 to LV3, 10,110 to 100. My portable space upgraded too? This made Lin Mo incredibly excited. He hoped the items in his portable space could be brought back to the real world. If so, he could definitely bring about massive changes for Long Country. Lin Mo gathered his thoughts, without further delay, and began to advance in the hinted direction. Chapter 35. New food. Golden mask. I wonder what level of monsters the 3rd floor will have. If he killed the monsters on the 3rd floor, he would definitely get more points. Thinking this way, he immediately looked down on these Earth-grade flaming mummies. Just then, the stealing god player from Cosmic Country, who had just resurrected, ran up to him and asked with some doubt, "What just happened? Why did you commit suicide right after you finished speaking?" The Cosmic Country player said with a fearful expression, "I couldn't help it. My head hurt too much. Enduring for another second was immense pain. Only death could bring me relief. Now I'm fine, and my ability has recovered once more." After a short pause, he said with a smile, "I figured the Pyramid Country player could even pinpoint the pyramid's location. He might be quite familiar with the pyramid, so I just used this stealing information ability on the Pharaoh player from Pyramid Country. The results I got truly shocked me. Not only did I learn the Long Country player's location, but I also uncovered a huge secret." Hearing the Cosmic Country player say this, everyone immediately perked up. Iron Man naturally knew why Tu Shen had suddenly stopped. After a moment's thought, he said, "Don't worry, I guarantee it. After this mission, we will definitely give you generous compensation." Don't waste any more time. Hurry up and tell us. The Dragon Country players' points have already reached several thousands. The Universe Country player wasted no more time, smiling as he said, "The Pyramid Country player is very familiar with pyramids. He knows the route to the top floor of the pyramid, and there's a treasure at the very top, which is his goal." On his way up, he encountered the Dragon Country player. This information began to process rapidly in the minds of those present. Iron Man immediately said, "Lead the way." Soon, they arrived at the cave entrance that had no stairs. Iron Man pulled Zar with one hand and Tu Shen with the other, then said to Huo Nu, "I'll take you up on the next trip." Huo Nu indifferently replied, "No need. I can go up by myself." As soon as her words fell, she took out a long flame whip and cracked it. The long whip quickly extended to the cave entrance on the 2nd floor, coiling around a spot. Then, the flame whip contracted, and Huo Nu, Ma's body rapidly ascended, quickly reaching the 2nd floor. Seeing this, Iron Man said nothing more. He hadn't expected such a powerful figure to emerge from a small country like Fire Brazier Country. After arriving on the 2nd floor, they immediately had Tu Shen continue leading the way. Although the Universe Country's Tu Shen wasn't very strong in combat, his support abilities were incredibly powerful. The audiences from their respective countries were naturally overjoyed upon seeing this situation. This way, their country's players still had hope of not falling too far behind. However, the Pyramid Country audience wasn't nearly as happy. "Holy crap, this Universe Country player is seriously inhumane. He just keeps grabbing our Pyramid Country player and plucking his feathers clean. Please, we beg you, Spare our country's pharaoh. They vehemently condemned the Universe Country player's thieving actions, demanding that the Universe Country player be replaced. If the Universe Country player has the guts, then go mess with the Dragon Country player again. He's just a bully, afraid of the strong, and preying on the weak. Truly despicable. At this moment, the Pyramid Country's pharaoh had already stepped onto the stairs leading to the third floor. He looked around and began to use his ability, immediately attracting many flame mummies. There were at least dozens of earth-rank flame mummies, after which he calmly proceeded towards the entrance of the third floor. Not long after he entered the third floor, Lin Mo finally arrived at this place. When he saw so many earth-rank flame mummies gathered here, he couldn't help but feel a shock in his heart. For Lin Mo, this was a very good situation. This time, Lin Mo didn't intend to consume the golden stairs anymore. Their rank was too low. Consuming them didn't have a very obvious effect, and if he kept eating the same type of food, the benefits he could gain would gradually decrease. After slaying some of these flame mummies, he directly stepped onto the stairs and headed to the third floor. After he entered the third floor and clearly saw the situation inside, his expression immediately changed, witnessing a scene that utterly shocked him. He actually saw a glimmering golden mask floating in the distant sky, and beneath the golden mask, in 4 directions, stood 4 tall mummies, each over 3 meters tall, exuding an incredibly powerful, oppressive aura. What amazed Lin Mo the most was that there was also an extremely ordinary mummy here. Logically, shouldn't common mummies like these be on the first floor of the pyramid? How did it end up directly here? Lin Mo didn't waste any time, immediately checking the mummy's attributes from afar. A moment later, his brows furrowed. Unexpectedly, there was no reaction at all. He had only ever encountered this result with other National Destiny players. National Destiny players couldn't check any information about each other. Given that, this mummy must be a National Destiny player. National Destiny players' awakened talents are truly diverse. Turning into a cow, turning into a mummy. I wonder if anyone turns into a dog. Lin Mo began checking the names of these National Destiny players. He quickly scanned for a name. Pharaoh of the Pyramid Nation. Barring any surprises, this mummy must be the National Destiny player from the Pyramid Nation. At this moment, the Pyramid Nation player naturally noticed Lin Mo's arrival. He looked at Lin Mo, smiling. Didn't expect you to be so fast, huh? I thought you'd be busy hogging that golden staircase. Too bad you're still one step too late. Originally, I should have been the first to arrive at the pyramid. Now that you're here, I guess I'll just have to send you on your way. First place in this mission will definitely be mine. First, I'll just sweep all of you out, then we can talk. Immediately after, Pharaoh looked at the 4 giant mummies around him and said, "Don't let anyone get close to me. If anyone gets close, kill them immediately." After that, Pharaoh walked directly beneath the golden mask, then lay down. The golden mask unexpectedly began to descend, moving towards Pharaoh's face. Meanwhile, the 4 large mummies surrounded Pharaoh. Lin Mo was extremely curious about the changes unfolding before him. Unexpectedly, this pyramid mission seems to be quite advantageous for the Pyramid Nation player. It seems one cannot underestimate the abilities of these National Destiny players. Of course, no matter how special their abilities were, they wouldn't greatly affect Lin Mo. Immediately after, Lin Mo looked at the giant mummies, and a data panel, one he was very familiar with, appeared. C-rank giant mummy. This mutated mummy possesses an incredibly powerful physique. Its physical defense is immensely strong, and it wields tremendous power. A single punch from it can easily crush an Earth-rank creature. Truly, a C-rank monster. This made Lin Mo incredibly happy. Finally, he could feast on some higher-grade ingredients. These guys are so huge. Definitely enough for one meal. Lin Mo loved power-type monsters. When it came to strength, he had never feared anyone. Although the ranking system hasn't been unlocked yet, Lin Mo's current strength definitely isn't lower than C rank. Thinking of this, Lin Mo began to walk toward the giant mummies. He wasn't overly anxious. Even if the pharaoh wore a golden mask, he wouldn't be afraid. Once he killed these giant mummies, his strength would be able to advance further. Currently, he was still some distance from the pharaoh's location. Just as he was about to get closer, a giant Jiangshi zombie walked towards him. Thud, thud, thud. Heavy footsteps echoed all around. At this moment, the audience in Pyramid Country's livestream room, seeing this scene, all broke into extremely joyful smiles. Their previous grief over losing 100 billion had also completely vanished. Damn, I never expected the pharaoh to be so badass. He can even command C-grade giant mummies to fight. Who in this pyramid could possibly be his opponent now? Once the pharaoh gets the golden mask, his strength will skyrocket. With these C-grade mummy subordinates, he'll definitely take first place on the individual leaderboard. Wait a minute, something seems a bit off. Only by killing these mummies can you get points. Doesn't that mean the pharaoh wants to kill all these mummies himself? At this moment, the audience in Dragon Country's livestream room also looked puzzled, revealing feelings of worry. Currently, online opinions about Lin Mo are roughly divided into 3 types. I believe Lin Mo can kill these 4 giant mummies. He'll probably eat even more after this. Time for another eating show. I love watching mukbangs. These are C-grade giant mummies after all. I'm a bit worried if Lin Mo can defeat them. You guys also saw the giant mummies. Introduction. If the giant mummies gang up, Lin Mo might be in a bit of danger. I don't think Lin Mo can beat these giant mummies. If Lin Mo gets killed, I hope they can replace him with me. I used to be a million-fan mukbanger. I can definitely eat more than Lin Mo. While these netizens were discussing, the director of the 100 Bureaus of National Destiny of Beautiful Country looked at the data report in his hand, an extremely joyful smile on his face. Strength, speed, endurance, agility. Almost all measurable data were present. This individual's data was almost 5 times stronger than an average person in every category. Of course, this was only the peak data. He couldn't always maintain this state, but this was enough to prove how incredibly powerful this person was, and his various attributes were still rapidly increasing. Director Hundreds silently wrote 2 words in the name column of this person's data file: Team Leader. Immediately after, Director 100 told the person next to him, his codename should be written as such. From now on, call him Team Leader. Next time we can send in reinforcements or swap people out, let him enter the field and see how he performs. It would be best if he could enter the field with Iron Man. Tell him to be ready at all times. He also needs to watch more live streams of Dragon Country's contestant. Once he goes in, his first mission is to kill Dragon Country's contestant. Yes. Immediately after, Director 100 seemed to think of something else and said, quickly get the directors and scriptwriters and relevant staff for these superheroes over here. See what ideas they have, and whether there are other awakened individuals similar to superheroes appearing in our beautiful country. See if there's a chance to create a real-life Avengers League. Well, on Yisheng Mountain in Long Country, Bureau Chief Wang brought the world's finest tea leaves and the Dongting lake water Lin Mo brought for Long Country to find Medicine Saint Zhang Zhongjing. Ever since he tasted the water from Dongting Lake once, he fell in love with it. It tasted much better than ordinary water. Meeting the Medicine Saint.